Right, we are live. Welcome, everybody.
Yay.
Hey.
So enthusiastic. All right, we will be continuing our Conan campaign. This is session 5, I believe.
Yep.
Before we start, is anyone spending any points or anything like that? I'll take that as a no.
Nothing to report.
And for mainly the viewer's benefit, all characters will be locked in now, so there's no more changes.
Well, no more retroactive changes.
Well, yes, no more retro changes. Okay, we have a campaign date.
And she's ordered the lobster.
So it's been a little bit over a week and 2 days since, all the shenanigans kicked off.
Right. The original shenanigans.
Yes.
A day that shall go off in infamy.
That was the late shenaniganry.
Okay, so there's going to be some minor changes to Materius.
There is?
Yes.
What'd I do?
Wow.
You got possessed.
Materius is strong.
You didn't fix your problem.
I mean, that's true, but neither did the Ranger Man.
All right, so Materius, for some reason, your nicely fitting armor and clothes is less so. And it has been getting progressively less so, and things feel a little bit tight.
Need to lay off those rations, bro.
You
Fine.
can increase your strength. Increase your strength by 1 point, but the points spent in strength, leave it at its original, so we know how to go back if, in fact, you find a cure.
I had to put them down.
Your sense of
It's easier
smell.
in GCA for that.
Does GCA have a feature for that?
Well, yeah, you got the advantage extra strength, and you can just add 1 level of that and remove it later, and it doesn't affect the point expenditures on strength itself.
Apply the free modifier.
Yeah, that would work. You have also, your sense of smell seems to have improved. So you can give yourself the advantage discriminatory smell.
Okay.
From your avatar pick, you're also clean shaven. You're not so clean shaven at present, and you have actually noticed that hair seems to be growing, thicker and faster. You notice hair on your arms and legs is becoming thicker and more pronounced, and that's something that you've noticed.
You need to find a convenient cliff to throw yourself off of, because you're clearly cursed.
I will get perception rolls from the other party members to see if they have noticed this.
Probably not. I got an 11. Wow.
So those that have succeeded, you will notice that he's a little bit hairier, and his facial features are maybe becoming a little bit more angular and defined. He's definitely bulked up a little bit.
Whoa, what's going on there?
You can see the stretch in his clothing and stuff. Or you've noticed it.
But exercising a bit more, that's all.
Didn't Epentius make a check to successfully know those things were possessing the critters?
I think that
thought
was
we
the
all
assumption
know.
anyway.
Yeah, I think we all had a sense that something bad was going to happen to them anyway.
No,
I think you've been cursed.
I think it was right that Epentius had identified them. We just didn't know that anybody had actually been affected by it.
Well, we got a pretty good idea now.
Until now.
All right, so the change, those of you that notice the changes, you will be basically confirming your suspicions from before, that something's different about them.
You have
And
been cursed.
The same changes are being noticed with Kurgan.
That's why we're going to send him off to die. So when Fran Javier comes back next week, we're like, sorry, your character died. It was tragic.
You've probably also noticed
Ronnke
a little
cried.
bit of a change in Kudo as well. His behavior around Kurgan is a little bit different.
I'm gonna have to get animal handling canine and pick him up after Kurgan gets whacked. No, wait, we decided that we were gonna force Fran Javier to play the dog afterwards.
That's right.
That would be funny. Okay, so quick recap from last week. You guys are in exactly the same place that you started last week. However, you've gone through a night of lack of sleep, and you also had the encounter with some picked scouts. Let me just bring up the map.
Yep, that's a map.
So you had a wonderful plan to silently enter this village, save the damsels, and then escape. But with a single bad roll, everything turned bad. It was just a cascade fail. Picts are aware of your presence. Scouts have been sent out, and you've also heard the drumming, which seems to have been, there's responses in the drumming from distant villages. So you're under the assumption that people know that you're here, or they've been alerted, and that's what you've noticed in the village itself. Where it was relaxed and chill, now they seem to be on alert.
Yeah, reminder from last week, we had 6 17s, 2 18s, and 0 3s or 4s. So let's reverse that this time.
Everyone should change their dice.
I can't.
You can. You just change the color.
I can't change the color. Then it wouldn't be the right color.
All right. So, we shall begin. I think everyone's fatigues and stuff are correct. So there's people that are suffering from
Yep.
lack of sleeps, and there's also some that are injured. You haven't had a full night's rest or anything like that, so there's no health rolls to recover any hit points.
All right. So what is our plan? I had recommended that since Kurgan is not present tonight, we send him to flank around to cause a fire or something to maybe distract or draw attention when we sneak in like we did, like we were planning on it.
Well, okay, so the problem is if we do some kind of distraction like that, what's going to happen is they're going to rouse the entire village before they go out to investigate.
Okay.
Give me
That's-
a universe reaction roll. It doesn't need to be in the box or anything. You just make it open. Let's get Epentius to do that one. So it is morning that you guys sort of took up your new position here, where you're in the sort of northern part of the village. As you observe, you will see that several squads of Picts will leave the village, and they will be sort of disappearing into different directions.
well,
It's a shame it can't be Odark 30 right now.
You will notice that they are wearing like war paint and stuff, so they've dressed to impress. So you know that these guys are out to do some murdering. You suspect they're out to do some murdering of you guys, or attempt to.
well, so we murder him back. Right. So I was not here the first time we came upon here. Do we know how many warriors this place has in total? I mean,
It's
there
50
are.
to 60-ish, I think.
Was
I know
50 to
there's
60-ish.
Yeah,
six
we killed about
left.
10%.
If you were to guess with the number of warriors that have left, you're looking at maybe 60% remaining, 50 to 60% remaining in the village.
Right. Well, this is a mess.
Mm-hmm.
I still think we can just go in and get them, but then Balder has overconfidence of 9 or less. So
Yeah. I don't have any ideas at this point.
Epentius, can he see, if that indeed is a graveyard, can he see anything that looks like a totem of any kind?
oh god, you're gonna go all necromancy on them, aren't you?
There's no totems as such, but there are spots that mark graves, and some of them have like a spear in the ground, and then necklaces and beads and feathers and stuff like that hanging off them.
They bury their dead?
In some cases, yes. Otherwise, they get stinky.
So Epentius will offer to either create another distraction, diversion, or sit out and wait to see what the fighters want to do.
Well, the primary need we have at this point is to be able to get in and get out without being seen. And secondarily, without being stopped.
What were you thinking about with the graveyard and the totem there, Nosh?
If I were to actually sit and try to generate the said mystic mist, I was going to have a fallback of perhaps creating an illusion near me or on me of something that would be sacred, and therefore they might not wish to come near it.
I see.
Well, you're familiar with their culture.
Oh, man. Yeah, so Balder does not consider himself a particularly great thinker. So I don't have very many ideas other than go in there and kill them all. Which, admittedly, could lead to us dying. But that's just the way his mind works.
At least it'll be a glorious death.
So nobody has tactics or strategy?
Yeah, see, the thing is, there's nobody here to see us die except the Picts, and nobody's gonna tell the story.
The gods will know.
We do have tactics, though, yes. Not
you
lots,
guys need.
but we have some.
You need a lab coat and clipboard.
So nobody's got tactics.
I have tactics. It's at 10.
No, I have it at 9.
What is this tactics thing you speak of?
Give me a tactics roll for the purpose of Benny's. I will also allow extra time if you're going to take extra time to try and tactically plan this out.
Well, how much? What's the base time of a tactics roll?
Let's say the base time is 10 minutes. You evaluate the situation, come up with a plan. I'd say 10 minutes is a fair time for that.
And while they do that, I'm going to create a circle and get it charged.
Well, let's call it an hour and a half then.
Takes me 4 minutes to make my circle. And I succeed in making the circle correctly.
Oh, look at that. So that's what, 3 bennies?
We did 2 important rolls and they weren't 17s. That's a good start. Yeah, according to what I had, it'd be 3, yeah. Now, is that bennies or plot points?
It's monkeys.
They're the same thing, aren't they?
No, they are not. Bennies are just the +1. Plot points are you can actually do stuff with it.
What was... how did you determine the role?
What do you mean?
Well, the tactics role is something that you've used in previous campaigns. So how did you determine bennies versus plot points?
I don't use bennies for that. Bennies are just my reward that are not plot points.
And what's the difference? What's the difference between a benny and a plot point? How mechanically do they change?
Benny is just a +1.
And the plot point mechanically?
Plot point is impulse buys.
Okay, so let's do it like this.
Got a whole thing on the wiki for everybody's rules.
I don't use them.
No, I haven't been. Haven't been using general purpose anyway.
we'll just say that in terms of bennies, you will get... It'll be the equivalent of like rate of fire of recoil of 2. So you'll get 1 for a success, and then you'll get 1 for every 2 margin of success. So that would be 4 bennies.
So they're just bennies?
They're just bennies, yeah.
Right. So, okay.
So we have bennies, but those aren't any good for making things happen. We don't have anybody with serendipity or any other way of making things happen.
And I'll give you 1 plot point. So the successful tactics will give you 1 plot point and 4 bennies.
Burn the plot point to have a meteor come down and take out most of the village, but not where the chicks are.
I think it would be simpler to have a slaver wagon show up to pick up the girls.
But I like the meteor idea.
Maybe the meteor can hit the wagon. Wait, no.
Someone can find a convenient Holocaust cloak.
Just to head off any players going off on the wrong tangents. These women weren't brought here by slavers. So they were actually brought here by Picts. The original woman was turned over to the previous Pict village for whatever reason, but it wasn't in quote slave trade.
Well, they're tied up to posts, so they haven't been married off.
They haven't been married off, no.
They're going to be sacrificed to Godzilla.
Which, you know, we could wait for the ceremony. But there's the chance that that ceremony might involve the entire freaking village.
Yep. Ideally, we need to get them, get out, and then get chased all the way back across the river, where Materius and Kurgan lose their control and become monsters and are slain against, while fighting against the Picts.
And I'm going to take. So, how much time is this whole tactics thing taking?
Hour and a half.
Wow.
I would like to take. I would like to take at least up to an hour to do my cast of Mystic Mist. That should give me a +3 to my roll.
Okay. And
so
you'll be
tell us
attaching
about
this
the-
to your aura?
No, this will be actual, just like I tried last time. I'm taking the time. I've got a circle. I'm building this spell. I'm going to cast it right from where I am.
Tell us about the effects of this spell as you understand it.
It's going to send a column of blue light into the sky.
which will filter down as a mist, making all of us light up like the 4th of July.
Did you actually do anything for Mystic Mist?
I just basically created the kind of the mechanics of it.
So you didn't do a spell thing in that module you made?
No. But this is kind of what I generated that I just put in the box.
So 50-yard radius at 100 yards, that's good, but it's not going to yeah, it won't let us get up to the village.
That's 50 yards.
What's the actual effect of the mist? How thick is it?
I don't know that it's just the generation of a fog-like mist.
What's the basis for that?
It would just be my own understanding of generating a fog.
So he's doing the Anonafach with this method
Right.
Tinvi.
But more specifically, what kind of penalty to vision at how far?
Yeah, I think that would be up to the GM to make some decisions around.
Excalibur, baby. It's going to have that kind of mist. Use that charm of making.
I've seen plenty of fogs in real life, and none of them blocked vision out
But
to
none of them were magic.
melee range.
But none of them were magic.
Let's say 10 yards.
10 yards, what?
So you have like visibility out to about 10 yards. So like quite thick. I'm assuming that's what you want.
Yeah. The idea here is it's going to create some sort of make the enemy not be able to see clearly. It'll be shadow.
So that would be effectively a smoke grenade. So -1 per yard.
Yeah, that'll work. If that's the intent, and smoke grenade is -1 per yard, then we'll use that mechanically.
Okay, so you have to be within 100 yards of where you're going to plant that thing. So that means we have to be at the edge of the clearing outside the village, which is currently being patrolled.
Sneak over
think
and
I
whack
can-
the dudes in the
Yeah, I mean, I can add yet another effect. However, that throws me into more negatives.
No. I mean, for something for the future. Something
Yeah,
to consider
yeah.
down the road. Hey, but Brian said this is the circle's 50 yards. If that thing is 100, oh, never mind. Area effect radius. Right, gotcha.
So
Oh, it says range to edge of area 100 yards. So
That's right. Yeah. So if you
so
remember
that
how we
means
did
he can
that,
be within 100 yards of that. So the edge.
right, which means he has to be at the edge of the clearing outside the village, which was 100 yards away from the village. Which is why he made it 100 yards in the first place.
That arrow down the bottom, that's 100 yards.
There's an arrow at the bottom. Oh, I'm zoomed way out.
Why is it so small? That's weird.
It's because the grid size.
The grid's not that small. Well, maybe it is. Phil's laughing about something in there, and I don't know what it is.
Oh, it's something entirely unrelated.
Right. So I was going to ask area of effect. So for every additional -1, what would the expansion of that area effect be?
so let's see. So 50-yard radius is 50 spell points. It may go up by 10 spell points for every additional 10 yards.
Okay, so just 1 per yard. So it would be another 50 spell points for another 50 yards. What's the ultimate minus for that?
So it's
How does that
so
affect
basically figure the circular area and add 10 SP per yard of radius from its center.
Right, but how does that affect the ultimate casting? Right now, the skill penalty is -7.
Yeah, so it's 72 spell points. So if we added, say, another, let's say 30 yards, that would be, let's see.
There's a table for that.
Of course, there's a table for that.
Did you actually import that?
So that'd be looking at 102 spell points. So I'd go up from -7 to -10.
Okay, so basically, it's going to end up being about a -1 for every 10 yards, which is probably not going to help.
I don't think it's quite that linear. The penalty's related to the spell points.
Right, but he was calculating it at 30, at an additional 30 yards came out to -3 extra. So it may not be that way all the way out to, miles, but whatever. So expanding it is probably not going to be feasible, which means we're going to have a way of getting up to the village to take advantage of said mist.
Okay, so Once the
Actually, I
mist
take that
kicks
back.
in,
It is actually linear. For every for the total spell points past 109, for every plus 10 is a -1. So it is completely linear.
Well, there you go.
So I
So-
could also try to. So I've got this. So I've got this casting circle. Now I've got it charged. Now I can just start doing spells like I wish. I could try again to put a what's called flash mask on you, and that would change your appearance. And I can make an IQ roll or disguise roll at +5 to try to make you look like a Pict.
yeah, I don't know if this group is really kitted for that because we're more of the warrior type. Because if we had a proper rogue, who at least understood Pictish at Broken, I would say that'd be a great idea. And that guy could be like, staggering in as if he's wounded, with fake blood and all that stuff, so, just to get the door open and, such like that. But this group, I hit things until they fall down. Berenike stabs things until they fall down. Materia stabs things until they fall down.
Well, it's up to you, obviously.
Yeah.
But
Well,
if it's about getting you closer to the village without drawing attention to yourselves, maybe the GM can drop the flesh mask description into the chat box.
Well, I'm a terrible option for that because, well, I'm kind of a giant.
Do you have any other sorts of illusionary type spells?
Why don't you take a look at the flesh mask?
Well, I
Invisibility's
get
a
the general
hell yeah.
idea for that.
I wonder if there's a way to share all of those.
You would probably have to go in and do them one at a time. Share one at a time.
Well, you added the module, didn't you?
Yeah, but remember we ran into the weirdness where we couldn't see it.
Right, that was because Brian didn't actually have it.
Oh yeah, I see a whole bunch of incantations.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
So
all right.
with flesh mask, if I were to succeed with my IQ roll, success means the resemblance is close enough to the original to be mistaken for that original.
Right, except we don't have anybody. Well,
Gives +2 on other rolls to emulate the target, acting, mimicry, etc. I don't have any of those skills.
now, having just thought that and not said it, we do actually have some people we could imitate at this point, unlike before.
Ooh, I like the black blade. That's cool.
You still have to make a disguise roll though.
No, it's like war disguise.
IQ or disguise roll at +5.
Invisibility. Ooh, 92 SP. Wow. And it only lasts a minute.
So what would that be? -9 to cast it?
Wow.
Which?
Only
92 SP.
Yes, that's -9.
Oh, yeah, there it is. Skill penalty.
So flesh mask is relatively, I say this with my tongue in my cheek, easy for me to roll.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I know that feeling. I've had that with Finn in the
But
RPM.
given the amount of time it's taking to do all this tactics stuff, I could be putting that time into preparing these rolls, these spells.
Right. Well, we're not in position to actually do the mist. And it's also not time to do the mist. we still have to get up to it. So that part you'll want to save, unless you're going to attach it, however the hell that works.
No, I'm going to stay in this circle and keep casting spells from here on in, unless I'm obviously discovered.
In which case,
Now, what
we
else?
detach Kurgan to assist, monitor, go mad, attack you, murder you, eat you.
Okay, so illusion is fairly easy. It's only a -1. But I don't think that's going to be a quote-unquote disguise the way these things typically work.
No, that's why Flesh Mask is more the disguise.
Right. Well, in this case, what would be better than a flesh mask would be something like being able to disguise ourselves as bushes or something. If assuming the objective is to get in close to the village where we can do the mist. Ugh. Jinx.
You will also know that from your tactics roll, time is going to be fairly important because the Picts are in their home territory. They're obviously out looking for you. They're going to find your handiwork earlier, so it's only going to be a matter of time before they track you down.
Yeah, we didn't need a tactics roll for that. Yeah, I don't see anything else in there that looks helpful.
So if you want me to, I don't know, cast an illusion forward of our position that somehow will block people seeing you from moving up to the wall, I can give that a try.
You could attach these to your aura.
Yeah, that's true.
Assuming you have slots. How many slots do you have at the moment?
Oh, well, I've used how many so far? Let's see.
I'm seeing you've
That
marked
many.
2 used.
I've got 2 used. So I guess I have 2 free slots.
So the deal with the illusion, and one of my big gripes about playing illusionists in general, is the way they have a tendency to make the rules, specifically with D&D, because that's been more of my experience in that regard, is severely limiting what an illusion can be made to do. And typically they say you can't mimic the effects of some other spell like invisibility. So you can't just make an illusion of the ground above your head so nobody can see below it and they think it's the ground.
Yeah, because I was totally thinking of the Mission Impossible movie in
Mhm.
Russia, where they've got the screen thing.
If I recall correctly, GURPS was just as bad about that. But that would be ideal if we could pull it off.
Well, the illusion would be able to conceal you, so you could have an illusion of a mound of dirt, but you guys are within the mound of dirt. So you're concealed by the dirt, but you can't make an illusion of dirt around you because there's still your physical object there. You can't make physical objects disappear. So
Yeah,
so the buildings you can't make.
By making an illusion of something that's on the ground and you can't see the ground beneath it, then by definition it is obscuring. It's one of those rules things that it's really difficult to justify it. But we do have a plot point. Plot point means we can make some kind of coincidence happen here, so we may need to use that. I suppose we could get captured.
Yeah, no.
That's like leaping from the fry pan into the fire.
Yeah, that's making an assumption that they won't just kill you and actually capture you.
All right, so we don't want to actually do this tactics roll in real time. You guys are going to have to decide on a course of action.
Yeah, we don't actually have anything to go on here.
Just do it.
Do what?
Plan B. Or
There is no
go
plan
all
B.
the way to plan Z. You could always just decide, no, this is too hard. Sorry, ladies.
Yeah, but we can't go back and tell them, yeah, we gave up. Although, what was our mission to rescue him or find him?
Well, that
Objective
was up to you.
was,
It's
to rescue.
this was your personal mission. You weren't actually given instructions. This
Well,
is something that you took upon yourselves.
Right, but we told him we were going to do X. What did we tell him we were going to do?
Find them, retrieve them.
If we said we were going to bring them back, then we can't leave without bringing them back. So we can wait till dark. Picts don't have night vision, so we can at least sneak up that way. They are going to be on alert. We can't do anything about that, except potentially dropping the mist on top of them. And right now, I do not have a better plan.
Say we go now. Just drop the mist on them, make them confused, go in, kick much ass, look
Right,
cool
but they're-
doing it.
And the
The
chat,
ones that aren't in the mist are going to see us coming.
the chat thinks that Boulder should just Leroy Jenkins.
Balder is not impulsive. He does not have the impulsive disad. So
He just thinks he could pull it off.
Actually, do any of you have impulsive?
I
Nope.
think we checked that and we don't.
I think we've asked that question every session.
Because trust me, if we had impulsive, I would, or if Balder had impulsive, I would have probably said, screw this noise. He's going to start sneaking forward.
I think I need to add that to the party sheet.
That's a good idea. Where it's like you put the various disads and such like that.
In all the characters.
Yeah.
That'd be a long list, though.
Well, it depends.
I could see that
Then you
being
could
useful, though.
You could do a filter. So if you're looking for impulsive, you could filter it. Just start typing imp.
Yeah.
And
That's
it'll
a
show
good idea.
everyone
be
that
bad.
has it. Do the same
course,
for
I-
skills.
I still want a spot for plot points and stuff on the party sheet.
That would have to be a separate extension. Because that's something that no. Impulse buys, I guess, makes it somewhat official.
Oh,
Right.
I see what you're saying.
Yeah. So
That's something that we use, our group. It's not
Right. Well, you
something
could
everyone uses.
you could just leave it open ended and not name it anything in particular. Just have it a random these are things you can put in there.
Okay, so I have a question for Epentius. He has cultural familiarity for the Picts? Question mark.
Yep.
Okay, so he knows that they are they superstitious and such like that. Because I was thinking, if just now with regards to the mist, if we could get around to where it seems like it's originating from the graveyard, that might give us like some sort of minor advantage where they're just like, oh no, the revered spirits are rising or something.
Given the dimensions of the mist, I don't think it would cover cover our operation.
Well,
Give
it's like
me
he
Epentius an IQ roll.
maybe he puts the with the mist and then drops an illusion inside the mist, just to make it worse.
Yeah, you could do that.
Better, whatever.
Picts are very superstitious.
Yeah, we're all superstitious.
Everything happens, it's the will of the spirits and stuff.
But yeah, I'm thinking like, if you've got the mist and then you have these disembodied illusions that sort of maybe almost kind of look like Picts, wandering around, moaning or going and then disappearing and reappearing elsewhere.
Well, if we wanted to go that route, then the flesh mask could work as a zombie makeup.
Given that that IQ roll, Epentius, I'll give you this extra bit of information. You would know that these women are probably going to be sacrificed. The fact that they're tied up to these ceremonial poles suggests that their fate is not good. If they were going to be taken as wives and stuff, they wouldn't be tied up.
Well,
Picts taking people as wives is a thing, but they would normally be put into the household.
Would Epentius have any knowledge of any spirit animals that might cause the Picts to become fearful?
Oh, there's
Wendigos.
plenty. Yeah, there's plenty of spirits, demons, things like
then
that.
Perhaps I could generate an illusion of something demonic.
Big ass
and
white eight.
Have that kind of emerging from the graveyard area, and
Right. I need to look at that flesh mask now. Because I had a vaguely amusing thought. Okay, so it's like makes the target look like someone else. Okay.
While you work that out, I'm gonna play.
What?
I'm gonna do some playing.
But yeah, that's my that was my suggestion with regards to the player's suggestion with regards to the magic-y stuff. The character is probably super freaked out about all of it.
there we go.
Yeah, but now he's gonna try to maybe
Yeah, you got to limit it to
inside
the circle.
Yeah, how do I do that?
Yeah, another vaguely amusing thought with regards to that. Once we start going in there, if you have the flesh mask prepared, you could totally end up dropping that on Balder without telling him, so he looks like one of the giant apes. Which unfortunately could be bad if you guys see him and go, ah!
Well, I think if anything, I would find some way to mimic a creature that they would be that would inspire fear or awe or terror.
So you're gonna
And-
make it look like Boulder.
and then drop the mist for added effect.
Well, we're going to need the mist for concealment because we still got to steal the women.
That sounds
So-
bad. We got to steal the women.
I mean, I still don't understand why I wouldn't just then throw flesh masks on everyone and make them into some sort of a creature-ish.
If it allows for that, that's probably what we're going to need to do.
Well, I think it allows for a wide range of change the appearance of the subject.
Yeah, well, what I heard a bit ago was changes it to someone else and not necessarily something, and a lot of times they're very specific about that. Where the hell was that?
Well,
Abilities.
I think
Right.
again, I think again, this is a pretty open-ended. This is a pretty open-ended magic system, so I'm not going to feel too constrained to that.
Yeah, I
That's
tend to
a
agree.
good point. Okay, so we just basically consider disguise. So say we can make, you can use that to make everybody look like a zombie or a demon or something like that. That works. We do it at night. We have the mist. You can also do the illusion thing to do something, I don't know, a little more grand.
The flesh mask is probably gonna, as it currently stands, will not work on Balder because he's too heavy.
Oh,
You know, we can adjust that.
Well, no, I'm totally fine with Balder being the only one that isn't a monster. Then these guys will be like, "Oh my god, what's up with this? It's a giant leading monsters."
okay. Well, while we're putting these pieces together, I was thinking about we use that plot point to make this a bad spirit night.
I mean,
Oh,
how
no,
heavy
if
is
you're
Balder?
gonna-
How
if you
heavy?
want-
How heavy is Balder?
I am calculating how heavy it is with the gear right now. But no, if you're going to use the plot point for that, Daniel, you just go, "Hey, look at that! It's an eclipse."
Well, you could do that too, which both would suffice. Actually, yeah, an eclipse would be. Eclipses aren't normally that dark, but plot point.
So just
with all
adding,
of his gear, he is just over 400 pounds.
Well, he doesn't have
All
to
that-
disguise the gear.
all that matters is that going up the next level to 1,000 pounds is just one more spell point on that total spell point, which is not going to affect the.
Okay.
anything.
Okay. But yeah. So I think we do that plot point. Bam, eclipse. It gets dark. We can move now.
Okay, that. Yeah, so we've got mist, illusion. How long is it? How long and how feasible is it going to be to disguise the lot of us and do the mist?
Well, the flesh mask lasts for an hour. And if you want me, I can make the mist last up to 1 hour, up to 3 hours. It's just a few more spell points.
Yeah, well, oh, right, okay, I see. Yeah, I guess it wouldn't hurt for that to last a little bit longer.
Yeah. So let's do it. Do it to it. Get in there.
That's about
Kick
as
some
close
butt.
to a plan as we've got so far.
Brian's like, "Wait, what was the plan? I was completely not paying attention."
I am completely not paying attention. Once you've worked it out, you can instruct.
Bernie's just calling in an arty strike. That's all.
Yep. We're gonna halo jump in there, take them all out with our suppressed firearms.
I don't know how to do this. I really should learn how to use fantasy grounds.
So
I thought you'd.
yeah, it's about it's creating a masking effect. So I think you mask
have
the whole
done that
thing,
before.
and then you kind of draw this circle out around that foggy area.
Yeah,
You
he's
say
done
that.
this before.
Yeah, you say
I think
you
I've,
say that.
I think I've
and
got it.
You're like a lot more competent with it than I am.
No, that didn't do what I wanted to do.
We can use our imaginations.
Too hard. Too stupid.
You've done this before.
Too hard to use our imaginations? Thanks, man.
No, I mean, I'm too stupid. I know I've done it before. I don't know how I did it before.
He has slept at least twice since then. Right. Yeah. So, is that the plan then, guys? We used the plot point to invoke a frickin' eclipse, so it gets dark. Drop either the illusion first for the graveyard, or start the mist coming out of the graveyard.
Yeah, I'm thinking we're probably going to approach from the direction of the graveyard. So when he casts the mist, it'll probably come out from that direction, and we'll also be coming out from that direction. I suppose we also have the issue of the gate, whether or not we're going to go through the gate or try to scale the wall.
How
Which,
high
you
are those
know,
walls?
They're not that high. I don't think they're like 6 feet or something like that, but
I think 4 yards.
Never mind. Yeah, 4 yards is pretty damn tall.
How many yards am I from the graveyard?
You would be 100 yards from the graveyard, at least according to our last calculation.
Right. Well, let's
All
do
right.
it.
So, tell me your plan.
How
So
are
are we
we?
going to try to move closer to the graveyard before we do all this, or are we just going to do it from where we are?
Well, we're going to have to get in position.
Yeah, well, I was considering, if we invoke the point for the eclipse, we can use the cover of that to get to the graveyard with quickness.
This tiny arrow text is so irritating.
Yeah, unfortunately, there's no way to make it bigger unless I make the hexes bigger. And then...
well, technically you could, since it'll do that, since it's not restricted anymore.
But if I make the hexes bigger, it'll be like 10 yards per hex or something like that.
Right, but it'll calculate for less than a full hex now, won't it?
Yeah, it will. But when you put your tokens on the map, you're not going to be occupying hexes.
Okay, well...
Right, I wasn't zoomed in enough to see that was actually calculated for hexes.
Okay,
Yeah, so I think I've got it where we're going to be.
So you want me to cast the mist on the graveyard area?
Well, starting from there.
All right, so you'd kind of like that 50 yard radius to include the graveyard.
Yeah.
Right. Step 1, we need to invoke the plot point for the eclipse, which will probably freak some of us out, but Epentius may understand. I don't know. It may freak him out too.
Now
Are you
we've got
seeing
this.
grass?
Yes.
So you see grass around the map?
Once a
Yeah.
zoom way in, otherwise it's just, green gobbledygook.
It's a start. Right, gate. We didn't establish how
Call
we're
it
getting
cap.
in.
Oh, yeah. Well,
So climbing the
gate is
wall
shut.
sounds bad. They sent people out, but they probably shut the gate behind them. They're not going to open the gate for the demons, I presume.
That's a fair assumption.
The way is shut.
In which case, we're going to have to either scale the wall, which is going to look ridiculous, being demons and all, or we're going to have to get them to open the gate.
Or more terrifying if the demons are scaling the wall.
So that is
It's
when
not
you
going to end up that way.
Okay, so that is when you drop the flesh mask on people, because then some PCs can be coming from that direction, like running from whatever.
I was just thinking of that, and I was going to volunteer Kurgan for that duty.
You're trying to get him killed, aren't you?
He's extraneous right now, so it seems to make sense.
And he also speaks something of the language.
Well, I think everybody speaks it at Broken.
I don't.
Nor
Do
do
you
I.
not?
No, I'm new.
I thought everybody had.
Nope, not me. I really should remember that, he speaks accented Aquilonian. So when he's talking to you guys, sometimes you have to go, what? 1 mini lots.
All right, there's your edge of the clearing.
It's
You
a little
seeing it?
closer than I thought. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. All right. So call it cap.
So, plot point. Eclipse. We
All right.
have
Gets dark.
Okay.
We have Flesh Mask for everybody as demons, with the exception of Kurgan, who is going to look like one of the Picts that we just killed, who is going to run up to the gate and say, "Open up."
Okay, so with the flesh mask, I want to take double the time. So it'll be 10 minutes per person. And that should take my modifier to a -1 instead of -3.
How long does the mask last for?
Mask lasts for an hour.
Yeah, if we need that long, we're doing something terribly wrong.
Okay, so order of events is casting the masks on people.
Yes.
I guess we will do effects, because each casting attempt is going to take 10 minutes. Yeah.
Wow.
Yep.
So
Yep, that's correct.
if you're doing
That's
3 castings, or if you're doing 5 castings, it's going to take you 50 minutes. So the first person that it was cast on only has 10 minutes left.
That is true.
Right.
Or I can do 5 minutes and we'll take the -3 modifier.
Ugh. What's that
Or I
put
can
you
use one of
at?
my basic components for each time I cast a spell. I can use a component to give me a +1.
Yeah. That might be easier. What's your level with the -3?
So with the -3, it'd be 13.
Well, yeah, no, I wouldn't trust that. You need at least one more. But if you do
Nah,
the
he's
components,
fine.
you can get one more on that. So that's like a 90-something%.
So I can use a component. I got lots of them. I can use it per casting.
Yeah, that sounds like the way to go. So we do that. It takes 25 minutes to get everybody, and we've still got at least 35 minutes left on the spell for the earliest guy.
And
So we are going to have to get to it.
So I think what I recommend then is that during the day or when we were doing this tactics business, I think that's where I probably should have tried to attach the Mystic Mist to my aura.
Mm-hmm.
You will have to keep in mind that your characters aren't predicting an eclipse.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it
you
just
don't-
happens
you-
to be showing up, and
True.
we're going to take advantage of it.
So is that something that I'm going to be really curious about?
You might already know about it. In fact, you might have been the one to suggest it. By the way, there's going to be an eclipse today.
You would only
What's
know
that?
that if you have astronomy or something like that.
Well, he's got an IQ of 14 or 15.
Right.
Yeah, I
make it
don't think
happen.
astronomy has a default though.
Why would it not have a default? I haven't studied astronomy, but I know stuff.
Yeah, but I don't think, unless you do the
So
calculations,
astronomy-
you're not going to be able to predict an eclipse.
Default
Astronomy
IQ -6.
IQ -6 for astronomy.
Normally it requires mathematics applied, but if you go for the optional speciality, astronomy observational, it does not require mathematics. Yay! All right, let's get in there and rescue some ladies and get out of here.
But
I hate this
that-
forest.
That's still, you're not going to, unless you know about it, you're not going to be able to default, oh, there's an eclipse today.
That's not the point.
So you're
the
not going to
point-
know about it.
The point is we're going to look up at the sky and say, look, there's an eclipse coming. We should take advantage of that.
Yes, that's fine.
Okay. So let's do the roll for attaching the Mystic Mist to my aura. Let's do that
Here
one.
it comes.
So I have, just let me check my inventory here. So I have 19 magical components left. So I'm going to use one magical component to assist in the attaching of this thing to my aura.
Okay.
You doing the roll?
Yeah, I just had to correct my modifier. And do you want me to take extra time on this? It might be wise.
This is attaching it beforehand.
Correct.
Yeah.
So I'll take 10 minutes. So that should give me a +1.
Wow.
So this is to
Actually-
attach.
Roll. Let's not roll that until you actually cast it, because you don't know if it was a success or failure.
Right. Okay, then we will go back to casting the flesh masks.
Well, he took extra time.
All right. So
each casting is going to be 5 minutes.
That's right. I'll use a basic component with each casting.
Okay, make the rolls. So that's at -2. Is that right?
Yeah, -2. Yep, -2.
It's a dab of mud.
Okay, here we go.
Yay, it wasn't a 17.
Yeah, whose is that?
Whoever.
Let's do it in order of the combat tracker. So that
Well, that
would
means
be
he cast
Boulder.
him on himself first.
No,
Combat tracker.
Oh, combat tracker.
Boulder's first on it.
I am not comfortable with this.
Okay, Bernie, it's good.
Now, remember this, success by 5 or more, or a critical success gives +2 on all other rolls to emulate the target.
Right. So we got 2 +2s right now.
To emulate a zombie
Or a
or
demon.
monster or whatever.
Now, that's just a failure.
But you tried. You got close.
That was Kurgan.
Tragically, he died. We wept.
And Materius is +2. So Kurgan's the only fail.
Well, doesn't he have one more to do?
Is he doing himself? Does he need to? We probably don't need him to go
Okay.
in.
So with a failure, the ritual fails. I can try again, but I'm at a cumulative -1 to skill unless I wait for the full unmodified casting time of the ritual.
Okay, so you wait an extra 5 minutes and
Well, honestly,
yeah.
we remember how Kurgan was. He's fairly confident in his disguise and all that crap.
that's true.
Is that everybody then?
I'm fine. I'm fine.
That's everyone except for Epentius.
All
Right,
I think
but-
Epentius is going to just sit here and not worry about himself.
Yeah, we don't need to bring him in with us. All right, so that means it's going to be up to Kurgan to get the
Actually,
gate
no,
open.
you have one more roll. You've got Materius.
Yeah, we did him.
Ah,
We got
yes.
4 right there.
Well, are you going to then have... Because Kurgan failed, remember?
Right.
So Kurgan's not going to be masked?
You might as well go ahead with the second attempt on that.
Okay.
Give it a shot.
So you want me to wait the full 5 minutes before I try again?
No.
Okay.
If he gets shot in the face while going up to the gate, at least he'll have to go out to get his body.
Yeah, it's not working on him.
Well, yeah, okay. So he has disguise or something like that because he kept talking about that.
But he's not going to be disguised as a demon.
No, he wasn't going to be. He was going to be disguised as a Pict.
Well, it's not going to be easy to do.
I don't see why not.
Well, for starters, he doesn't look like a Pict.
Cover himself in mud and blood.
He just has to shave his head a little bit and throw some paint on. And we had a number of dead Picts there. You grab some furs and stick it on his shoulders.
All right, so he doesn't have disguise as a
I thought
skill.
he did. Huh.
No, he does not.
Wow.
He can
Okay.
camouflage and stuff.
That's probably
So
what I
he
was
can look
thinking
like a tree, but not a Pict.
Well,
He's going to be a shrubbery.
Yeah, I seriously thought he had it. I thought he was talking about it. Oh well. Okay, so
you're going to have to do it again.
You want me to
So
try
we're
again?
at half an hour now, casting.
Yeah. And this will have to be the last time.
All right,
So
so
you'll be at minus 2.
yeah. So I'm going to have a minus 3 for flesh mask, +1 for component, and -2 for failures.
75%. You can make that. I believe in you. There you go.
Did I get that right?
+3 +2 -1 equals 4.
Okay, so you now have half an hour left of your disguises.
All right.
So, Kurgan takes up position, gets ready to run in and scream, "Open the gate." We take up position to take advantage of the mist and be demons. And the mist is going to come out of the graveyard and cover the ceremonial posts.
I'm going to make a beeline for the post since I'm the fastest.
Yeah, and with the axe, you can probably cut their bones faster than we can. So we'll just cover you.
Oh, rescuing them. Right.
And it is an IQ roll for your disguise to be convincing, yeah?
Yeah, so if trying to make a target look like someone else, make an IQ roll or disguise roll at +5.
Oh, yeah, we're not necessarily trying to be someone else. We're trying to be someone other than ourselves, not a specific person. Although that might be the case for Kurgan.
There is a flaw to this plan.
There are
There's a
probably
lot of
lots of
flaws.
flaws to this plan.
I don't think Kurgan knows Pictish beyond broken.
Right. Yeah. No, that's fine. He
So
can
the
just
flesh
yell
mask.
open.
So the flesh mask should look like he's been like cut on the face.
He doesn't have to fool them for very long. He just has to get them to open the gate.
It should require him to have an
So he
acting
has
roll.
broken. An acting roll would be appropriate in this case.
Probably.
Oh, shut my mouth.
Crap. He's probably not even got. I doubt he has that. That totally should have been appropriate. Damn it.
He does not.
174.
There is
On
the
the
IQ
plus
bonus for
side,
that.
he is probably going to be smarter than them, so you will get a
IQ
bonus.
-5, performance -2, or public speaking -5.
You guys need Joel in this situation.
He does not have any of those, so it's just IQ.
We will probably let him use bennies for that if we have to.
All right, let's get it on.
All right, so Kurgan runs up to the gate, attempting to be a Pict in distress.
Yep.
So we'll do an acting roll.
Drum roll, please. Oh.
So he's probably got 1 point of IQ on them, so that's 1 point better. And then that is also a will check. They may be distracted by the fact that there's an eclipse happening right now.
Well, serendipitously, the sky begins to darken. That is going to be a contest of IQs.
Yeah, they're totally going to roll a 3 and say he's false and shoot him. And then we're going to have to apologize to Fran Javier next week. Yeah, we were totally weren't actually trying to get you killed, but
Oh, right. And he can use 2 bennies to make that a success if we need to.
I'll also do his roll for disguise. Let me just quickly.
By 3. Oh yeah,
IQ
it'd be
minus
3
5.
bennies, not 2, Daniel.
Can someone, while I do this roll and check up something, can someone look up disguise to see what sort of bonuses or modifiers he can get? This will be his disguise roll.
Yeah, hang on. No, Phil, that doesn't take into account the
187.
IQ difference.
He's going to look very Pictish. Probably so convincing that you feel like you need to kill him.
Modifiers.
Equipment, elastic skin, -1 to -5 to disguise someone very different from you. GM's discretion. Distinctive appearance gives a penalty. That.
Yeah, I don't see anything. Well, there's another block there, so. Oh, okay, that's animals.
So -1 to -5. I'll say a racial penalty of 2 is fair. Actually, cultural familiarity is 3. So
doesn't he have that?
Typically apply. No, not him.
Oh, I thought he actually.
But it says it's a -3, so we'll use that as the modifier because he doesn't have a mohawk.
Well,
he doesn't
that's
have
supposed
tattoos.
To be covered by the spell.
Yeah, well, the spell. Actually, no, it did work on him. So
yeah.
Okay, so he still looks convincingly Pictish.
Convincing enough.
I was doing the IQ roll.
Now it's time for you to roll a 17.
That would be nice.
That's not a 17.
So the overall, it's going to be a failure of 3 because he's smarter than the Picts. So his acting roll will be at +2, so he fails by 1. So overall, it's a fail by 3.
On whose side?
For Kurgan.
A loss by 3?
Yeah, Kurgan failed by 3. Because he'll get +2 for being smarter. So that means his fail becomes a fail by 1. And they succeed their IQ. Why does it say patron? Did I roll the wrong one?
Oh.
That doesn't matter, still IQ 10. They succeed by 2, so the margin of success is 3
Okay. Point of order here. You're going for the disguise or the
No,
act?
this is the acting.
Okay.
So if you have some
Right.
bennies,
Well, he's going to have to use 3 of them, or we're not going to get this done.
Yep. Gonna have to use 3 of them. That hurts.
okay, so you have 1 Benny left. So he will come running in, banging on the gate to open the gate, and they will hesitate for a bit as they're distracted by the darkening sky, but then they will open the gate.
Now, Epentius will probably start the mist coming up about the same time as he's arriving there, so it'll be starting to come over the wall when gets inside, and we should be pretty close on his heels.
Okay. So what I need to know is how much time because we've done a lot of things, but I know it's not been in game time. So before I cast all of those flesh masks, how much time did I have to prepare to attach this thing to me?
You did that while we were doing the tactics stuff, so you had all the time you needed. I think you said you were taking double time or something.
Yeah, because basically if I do it take 3 times as long, I get a +2. 3 times would be 15 minutes.
Okay, so the attach is 5 minutes.
Yeah. Well, yeah, casting time is 5 minutes.
3 times doesn't get you anything. It's 2 or 4. And I think how long did it take you to cast, or how long did it take to prep it in the first place?
So it takes me 5 minutes to cast that spell.
Okay, right. You got to attach it first, and then you cast it. So this isn't the actual casting.
That's right. Right.
Gotcha. Okay, so you had like an hour and a half to do it.
Okay, so an hour and a half to do it. So yes, so if I increase hour and a half, you say?
Yeah.
Put tokens at the gate for you guys.
Roger.
So if I were to say I took an hour to prepare that should give me a bonus of +3.
There you go.
All right, so make your roll. So you're at overall -7. Sorry, -4.
So casting time of an hour gives me a bonus of +3, and
The mist is -7.
that's correct.
Circle component.
Circle
So
means
if I
it
use-
gets no penalty.
Yeah. So if I use a component, although I may wish to use the component when I actually cast the spell from my aura and get a +1.
The
But yeah,
component is used for the casting of the spell. You can't do it for the activation.
okay, we can use the component then here with the casting, the attaching.
Correct. So you can get a +4. So you'll be,
I believe so.
yeah, +4. So your overall penalty will be -3 to cast the mist.
Okay, here we go. This is to attach.
So nervous.
It begins.
It's already begun. Just taking way too long. All our planning. Crazy planning.
Oh my
Right.
god, it worked. There's actually a little bit of anxiety with that roll.
Oh, big time. So it attached successfully.
So the spell will work.
All right. Now we have to trigger it.
Okay, so basically, critical success means the spell has been successfully joined, and I get a +2 at the time of casting. Success attaches the spell with no bonus.
Yes. So to activate it, you just make your path skill roll, and there's no penalties or anything.
Look at that.
Nice.
Unfortunately, that doesn't do anything special for you. Just means it worked.
Makes it twice as big.
All right, so you have a mist.
All right, so the timeline here. Kurgan goes up to the gate, yells, gets him to open it. The mist starts billowing over the side of the wall and starts pouring out toward the post. And
As
the
eclipse
demons,
happens.
as the eclipse is already set in, the demons come running up behind Kurgan and start screaming bloody murder and scare the ever-loving piss out of the Picts. And then we'll just run down there and grab the girls.
Did you get script errors?
Yep.
I did.
Oh, wow.
I
Andrew
have not.
can speak.
I've been talking at points.
No, you haven't.
I don't believe you've been hitting the button.
I could have sworn, but
Apologies, you'll get another one.
Damn
We need
it.
to find out what's causing that.
What did you just do?
Just added stuff to the combat tracker.
Damn it, he's too far away.
All right, so
And then we were gonna have. He was also gonna throw in. Epentius was gonna throw in an illusion, I believe, but that might be on your turn. Of other demons.
Right.
oh, you can. I believe you can only have one spell effect going at any time.
Oh yes. Now this may cause a problem
Really?
because we've got multiple things going on. Good point.
Well, that seriously reduces
Well, he doesn't
the
have to-
effectiveness of that spell.
He doesn't have to maintain all these, does
That
he?
system.
I think it's the same with RPM.
No, I don't think that's the case. Granted, it might be, and I just never run into it because I've never had more than one running. I'll look it up after the game.
So what it says here is, afterward, the spell lasts for whatever duration it was given. The caster may cancel all the effects of any spell he has cast before it expires. This takes a concert maneuver and requires no roll, but he must be able to move and speak freely. The Caster can neither see a spell's outcome nor modify it dynamically. He doesn't gain information on how a target reacted unless he can personally perceive the target or added spell effects specifically to give the ritual this extra functionality.
So could he have retroactively adjusted the Mystic Mist so it has weird flashy lights inside that look like maybe if you see them out of the corner of your eye, but don't look at them full on, like a spirit or something?
Maybe
You
just
did get a
shadows.
margin crit.
Ooh, margin crit, it needs to have skulls in it.
Sure, it can have skulls in it.
Yeah, I don't think I can. I don't think there's an impact on my casting multiple spells. I don't think there is any impact there.
That would make sense if you were doing a concentrate to actually maintain the spell, but it doesn't make any sense for a spell you just cast and it has a duration.
I'm not sure. For now, we'll just say it's working as planned. I just seem to recall that you can only have one spell active.
Cool. All right. Well,
Yeah. Maybe Epentius can look through that.
Yeah, I mean, one of the things it says here is the caster draws the circle in chalk or traces it in the sand and stands and sits in the circle to charge it with mana. Once prepared, he may cast spells at no penalty for as long as he remains within the circle.
I may be remembering sorcery.
that might be accurate. I know RPM has the thing that spells can't stack, where it's like you can't be under the influence of the same effect from different rituals.
Yeah, so magic never stacks in any way.
Yeah, I think I'm remembering sorcery that says you can only have one spell.
Well, don't do that.
Okay, doesn't matter. Things are working as planned.
Until they don't.
You know, I'm going to hate myself for bringing this up, but what's going to be the darkness penalty here?
Well, the mist is going to give you a visibility penalty.
Well, that's going to be the case when we get inside the town, but outside running up, the mist isn't going to extend that direction very far. At least according to the last template that we had up there.
You were partially right there, Brian, with regards to simultaneous spells and sorcery. By default, you can only have one, but they do have rules for having more. It's just really a lot more expensive. You have to pay the full cost for the most expensive spell you know.
Okay.
Heh.
So let's, with regards to the eclipse, let's have the universe decide how dark it's going to get. Good. You decide. You tell me how you want it to work.
Yeah. Either way, it's going to be good or bad. Let's see. Well, I mean, you could just make a roll and say it's half the roll for the penalty.
He said, "Let the universe decide."
Well,
Let
that's
the universe
I
decide.
mean that. In which case, it would be -5.
Universe is cold and indifferent and does not care.
All right, so it goes quite dark, -5, and you have extra visibility penalties, -1 per yard from the target. That's probably only going to affect people that are using ranged weapons. So you guys will charge through the gate. And I will do fright checks for the Picts to see how they react. So the Picts on the gate. Let me roll the fright check table.
One of them is like, F this noise. Screw you guys. I'm going home. Oh, crap. I am home.
So that's a 4.
Yep. That was a really good flesh mask. Oof, 25 minus health seconds.
All right, so he's effectively out of it.
Which one's that?
Especially when Kurgan backstabs him.
So that's the first one. So Pict Warrior 1.
The one on the wall.
Figures.
Yeah. So he will. The mist starts to roll in. He will see shadows, silhouettes moving in the mist. Move yourselves up to the gate. So put yourselves on the drawbridge. Position yourselves however you want on that drawbridge.
No, you don't want to say that because I'll go like that.
No, you're welcome to go like that if you want.
He's hauling butt.
I'm going to say Kurgan has done his job, and his character has gone AFK, and he's just sort of bobbing in place. And he every now and then he says, "Come on, hurry up! We need to move."
You can totally move him over here to the Pict Warrior 1.
He's being helpful. He's going and killing things.
Bobbing in place. "Come on, hurry up! We need to move." And he'll bob in place for a little bit.
NPC.
"Come on, hurry up! We need to move."
Nice day for fishing, isn't it? Right.
All right, so
Apparently, we're going on to round 9.
Guess you can skip those.
And the dog is coming in and doing cool dog stuff too.
Arr, arr, arr. Nom nom.
Yeah.
So they were attempting to close the gate on your approach. So I will get firstly a strength roll from Boulder to bash the gate open.
All right. So, question: would striking strength apply in that case?
Lifting strength is what you need for.
But I'm not
stuff.
trying to lift. I'm trying to bash the door.
Well, you're trying to, effectively forced entry to push it open. You're not trying to do damage to it.
Wow, that was blah.
Well.
All right, so you will bash into the gate. The gate is still open. There's enough room for one person. Actually, let's do it random. We'll do a D3. So the gate is has one hex wide opening, and this guy is trying to trying to shut it. Boulders smashed into it and held it open. We'll advance the tracker. You can give me an intimidation roll if you wish as well, Boulder, if you have it.
I
It seems appropriate.
I wish it.
I don't know if there's any additional bonuses there.
You got your size.
Oh yeah, do I do get a bonus with the size, don't I? So that's
Also, you have
5-4.
monster. Also, you have monstrous appearance right now.
But my hair is
Okay.
perfect.
So that will give you significant bonuses. So we'll say you smash into the gate. This guy's pushing against this monster trying to
+3.
get in. He's scared shitless, and he will.
Made it by 7.
Ah,
So that'd be damn it! I needed one more point. No, 8 because I did not include the +1 for size.
So he will
So I
back
beat him
off.
by 10.
He will back off. No longer holding the gate. Screaming something in Pictish.
okay.
In a girlish scream.
So I'm gonna expect Materias to shoot right past me, so I'm gonna try to get out of his way while the number 3 over here is holding his end of the door. So I should be able to get here and get out of the way. With yeah, that guy's not coming. All right. So that will be a heroic charge. I need an FP for that. And I'll stab him in the kidney. Which it's fucking dark again, so oh, not size mod. Yeah, I think that will probably just be it. So one-handed. God. Yeah, I'm gonna have to telegraph this. Go. I could have not telegraphed it. All right, well, he's even on defense.
He's going to retreating dodge.
Should have parried with the door.
So +3.
No. God damn
It's
it.
going to be a success.
Stop doing that.
I'm going to do it more because I know it frustrates you, gets your hopes up. Oh, I succeeded. Oh, I need to be denied.
Fucking damn
So
it.
close.
But he's now pushed in a corner.
All right.
So use the door to bash him to death.
Are you giving everybody the intimidate here, or just him?
Sure, you can intimidate.
So what? I'm gonna get the bonus for my helmet.
+3. +3 for monstrous.
Okay, so that's gonna get me 4 total.
You will significantly beat him. How does this actually manifest?
And crap his pants.
How do you mean? Which? Whose manifestation?
You've beaten him in the intimidation. The guy that was holding the door gave up on holding the door. He's still in the fight, but he didn't want to have a, strength battle against a demon.
Oh.
So how is this guy intimidated? You tell me.
what is the standard procedure for that? So that normally does the morale thing. So that, no, wrong page.
You're welcome to be
Where is it?
narrative here.
I think that goes to bad or good. Which way is it? I think it's good. So good.
She said something
Potential
cool,
combat.
He's
Too
himself
formidable
and
to
slips
attack.
on it.
So if a fight is in progress, the NPCs flee. So
he
given
notes right out.
Given the situation, I would say it's probably pretty reasonable for him to come around the corner with the demon face, and dude sees it. He's getting stabbed at with the spear, and it just made him turn around and look. He's like, ah! And he's effectively failed a fright check, even though he didn't fail his fright check.
All right, let's give him a roll.
So just like a freeze, low level.
All right, so he will freeze for this turn.
I see that Materius is targeting 3, but I think he has a straighter line at 2, if you can reach him. Because there is something of a door that's like half
True.
there.
Yeah, I can make that work.
Yeah, I was expecting you to shoot past me from behind there.
Okay, then yeah, I will.
You are. Keep in mind the mist is a -1 penalty per hex.
That's fine. I can do a heroic charge. Go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, and try to stab him with a spear.
Are you one-handed or two-handed?
I'm always running two-handed.
So you can be a hex back from him.
No, thank you.
You don't have to be.
So what's that guy's new mental quirk? If he survives, he would get glimpses of clarity, which is the flashback thing, the quirk level flashbacks.
Yeah.
I should remind people darkness penalty of 5.
Yep. Darkness penalty of 2 for me.
Here we go. That should do it.
Nice.
Is that still a margin crit with all your stuffs?
Telegraphed will make it not.
So
Okay, so it's still a still a hit. The guy will attempt to. I will say that he retreated from the door, so he can't retreat.
Oh. Well, that's just impolite.
He's backing off, still terrified. Alright, so this guy is effectively out of it. So skip him.
the dog is going to shoot by me and tackle a dude that we didn't see that was like right over here.
Oh, I forgot Kurgan. Kurgan says, "Come on, quick! We have to move."
Also, he looks like a Pict right now, so we have to be careful.
Okay, so this guy is going to attack and defend, step back. So he'll have a swing of his axe at Materius.
You know, that's totally what's going to happen. We're going to be on our way back out, and Kurgan is going to be there looking like a Pict, and we're going to go, "Ha!"
With
and kill
darkness,
him.
that will fail. This guy will Be scared in the corner and just freeze. And contemplate his new quirk.
So, Epentius, I don't want to leave my circle in case I have to do some more magic. I think I'm just going to sit here and wait out.
Okay, in that case, we can say that Kudo is staying with him where Kurgan said, all
That would
right,
make
stay
sense.
here and guard. All right, so since Balder has Code of Honor Northman, and one of the aspects of that is single combat is the most respected way, he is going to just blow right back by these guys. You know, he's going to let Materius deal with 2 and Berenike deal with 3, or whichever one he was at.
There are plenty more.
I'm not done. I just have to adjust my map. So yeah, he just moved.
Okay.
All right. So I'm going to attempt to end this guy, and it's still fucking dark.
I wonder if we
starting-
should do lighting on this. Because you guys can't see past the mist.
Probably not helpful.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
So yeah, nothing fancy here. Well, I'm still gonna be to minus fucking 5. Shit. I think he's gonna have to snap out of it, so I may go ahead and do all out. God help me. And yeah, that's nope. I can do a deceptive 1. I can get away with that. All right, here we go.
So that deceptive 1. This guy,
And he doesn't really have anywhere to retreat.
he is going to attempt the dodge. And is saved by his roll. Yeah, deceptive 1. So yeah, he succeeds. He sees your weapon or your spear coming in, steps aside, and your spearhead scrapes along the back of the door.
I want to Benny him.
You want to Benny him?
I really want to Benny him. I don't want to sit here like this.
It's not going to make a difference. Because then his
well-
dodge would go from a succeed by 1 to succeed by 0. Oh no.
No, he's already a succeed by 0 because of the
All right.
deceptive.
Using the Benny?
I just don't know if I want to take it away from everybody else.
Meh. I got this.
Yeah,
I'm
let's
fine.
let's get this over with.
All right. So, plot point 0, Benny 0.
Well, at least we made use of them. All right, one-handed. Here we go. Yeah, at least with a decent roll.
Ouch. So major wound.
Oh.
Which he shakes off. Materius.
Yep, I just realized I had forgotten the modifiers. Wait for it. There it is. Okay, another step and stab.
Retreating dodge. Failed. 2 damage.
Hey.
Did you up your damage for your new strength?
And that was to his neck, so no extra.
Oh, does it not auto calculate it in? Let me do.
Yeah, I recommend doing it in GCA and then comparing it.
Extra ST. Here we go. Okay.
You should roll for the
Damage
neck as well.
Is there one for the neck?
Yep.
There is. Did you roll for the neck?
Oh, sorry. That's sorry. I was looking up the
Put your
damage
phone
modifier in
down.
the meantime. There we go.
All right.
It's not rolled on the net.
Lucky
It's just
bastard.
D6. There's a table for that.
I was panicking.
So the neck
That'd be
wounding
main
modifier goes to
artery.
2.5.
Yeah.
Right. So
Also with the 2.5. Ooh,
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's dead.
so
If he's
20
not
points.
dead now, he'll be dead in a second.
yeah. I put all my links to those tables on the control thing at the bottom.
That is smart. Yeah, I've used it for
course it
some
is.
things in the past, but
Of course, that's a good idea.
He shakes off the major wound, but he's not looking good.
One? I thought one was no. One is the dude that's up there in the corner who's throwing up.
Yeah, I'm just using his
Gotcha.
thing for the roll.
Wow, that didn't trigger a death check.
Nope.
Really?
No, I would have just taken him to minus health.
He took 20 points of damage.
Yeah, it's close.
Okay.
Okay, so he's going to be desperate. He's going to all out attack. And he'll. Can you all out attack and telegraph? I think you can. He's going to all out attack twice, telegraphing both. So his overall is going to be -1 penalty.
This is where Materius dies and turns into a monster.
He will succeed with both hits. Warrior 3 is not looking
That's 2 defenses, Materius.
good. Actually,
Somebody's not paying attention.
I should have rolled.
Right.
Oh,
Alright, so in this case, they will both fall unconscious.
Well, that works better.
So his attacks wouldn't have happened.
Excellent. I enjoy not getting stabbed. Or, well, in this case, axed.
I just was asking you a question.
Mm,
And just cause I don't want to create script errors, I'm going to reuse these guys.
Which is worse, I wonder?
Okay. I assume Epentius is just doing his circle.
Yeah, Epentius is is simply just staying in that circle. He's not gonna give up the ability to use it if he has to.
All right. Because Epentius isn't going to escape from this unscathed, make a perception roll, hearing-based perception roll.
Oh, God.
You will hear somewhere in the distance or vicinity of you, you can hear the sound of approaching Picts.
Alrighty then.
Time to do something cool.
If that's the case,
It appears that they are following your tracks, or at least they're approaching your position. You can see two of them, and you hear the sniffs and sort of the sniffs of a dog.
Yeah, because Kudo is right next to him. Of course he hears it.
Well, Kudo will begin to react as well.
okay. I'm going to prepare to cast one of my attached spells then.
All right, Boulder, you will have seen that guy come within the range of your vision.
Right. Well, I look like a giant monster running through there.
Is Epentius done?
Yes.
Berenike just wheeled around and took off. And for note purposes, Baldur is just out of his vision range, so I can't see him.
Okay, Materius, what's he doing?
all
Keep in
right.
mind the guy in front of you is not there.
Yeah. He will. We'll be start moving forward a little bit, trying to get deeper into town. There we go.
Right, I'll make a fright check for this guy.
For the warrior one,
Yes. He will
is that
succeed.
fright check or intimidate check?
Fright check,
Gotcha.
because you're a monster.
Yeah, but we do have Does appearance affect that? Where like monstrous applies
Mm.
penalty?
I assume that would just
Would
be
be
the source of the
intimidation.
fright check.
No, I was thinking for the fright check because it's like what the hell is that? But okay.
Well, I would figure
That's
a real
what
demon
triggers
would have
the fright check.
figure a real demon probably has a fright check penalty attached to it, but I don't know if we gain the benefit of that.
Let's do it like this. It was an IQ roll for disguise. Your margin of success will be the penalty on fright check.
Okay. Got to scroll up.
There was that -2 thing on there. We could just use that.
So the
I don't think
first
anyone's
one-
made.
Or +2.
The
No, we all got
first-
the +2 except
the-
for Kurgan.
No, I
the
mean,
margin
you guys roll an IQ roll.
Why
for
would I
you.
roll an IQ check? It's a spell that was put on me.
Yeah, but to disguise, it's
Right.
an IQ roll.
The effect of the spell said if you made it by 5 when you cast it, that you get a +2 on
On disguise.
disguise attempts.
Right.
So that's what I'm referring to.
So this will just an arbitrary roll to see how scary you are.
But why would I be making the IQ check? Because I didn't apply it. Epentius did.
Because save Epentius making the roll, you can make the roll.
But Epentius has a higher IQ than I do. So I want him to make the roll.
Yeah, sure.
Right. He's not doing anything over there anyway.
All right, so -3 on the fright check.
Ooh.
So that will mean he will be scared.
Yep, he's going to turn around and nope right out of this. Oh no, it's a demon. It's a very large demon. I have to pity. I don't understand it. Oh, hey, look at that. He's retching again.
Mm-hmm.
Why'd you roll it twice?
I don't know why that rolled twice.
Interesting.
Wasn't targeted or anything.
It's a pity I don't speak Pictish because then I could do the Tim Curry thing. It's like, what's this? A little boy?
All right, so he's effectively stunned and noping it.
Yeah, I come out there, he sits there. I can see his eyes go really wide. He backs up and he just starts going, ah!
Boogity.
And I'll give him a snarl as I'm going by him.
Okay. Epentius.
So Epentius is going to now. Can I roll stealth? I don't really want to be seen, but I'm going to wait until they're within that space I've created on the map.
All right, gotcha.
So I'll sit still and quietly. I don't know what the dog's going to do, but I'm going to sit still and quietly. And if they come into that space, then I'm going to cast mass slumber around me.
All right, I've moved your token over there.
So basically, anybody in a 5-yard radius of me.
Grr.
Right, moving.
Move yourself.
I'm getting there.
And moving as well.
All right, you guys are loaded down a little bit with armor.
No, we're just not as fast as you.
That too. I need to get boots that let me leave, beastly footprints.
That would have been nice.
Take your boots off, and your naturally deformed feet will do the job.
Nothing wrong with my feet. I have appearance attractive, so I have attractive feet. I think that's how
Okay.
that works.
Do you get a discount on attractiveness if your feet aren't attractive as well?
It's a good point.
All right, give me a perception roll for Boulder. This is going to be at
Great.
minus 7.
Well, if it's minus, I failed it.
All right, so you will run past Picked Warrior number 2.
Who probably needs to do the fright check as he sees me and goes, ah!
He might not see you at all. At minus 7, yeah, he probably won't see you at all. He's heading up.
Gotcha. That's right. When you were moving it around, I thought you were moving it toward Balder. I'm like, okay. Yeah, that makes sense. Do I need to do another one for 3? No, wait. Yeah, it was 1 that I scared.
Yeah, so you'll need to do one for 3 as well.
And he'll probably not see me either. Nope. Wow, that's funny.
Okay, Epentius, you're waiting?
Yeah, basically waiting.
Thinking, this is probably a bad idea after all. Yeah, sorry, I'm just moving. I have to.
Looks like I shall be moving, although I can probably see a shadow of Picked Warrior 1 over there.
And he's too small to be Balder.
And he's too small to be Balder. And too frozen in fear.
Make a perception roll at minus, what's it, 5.
Oh, that is a good point. What if, are any of these guys actually carrying torches?
So you won't see. You'll probably hear the guy, dry reaching.
I don't see him well enough to bother. Let's see. That'll put. Nope, not that. There. That will be me.
Materius, you can make the same roll.
Oh, sorry, I already started moving. Let me.
Well, you can move and then make a roll.
Okay. So this 4, 5, and 6. Okay, and then do this and that.
You can just draw an arrow at 5 or 6 yards and put yourself there.
I mean, that's smart. That is, yeah.
Sort of like what I did.
Okay, this guy will run. I'll make a perception roll for him. He will not see you guys. You guys can make perception rolls to see if you see him. I wonder if... No, it doesn't matter. So you won't see him.
This is gonna be great. We're gonna get in there, get out, and they're like, man, there weren't as many in there as I thought.
You probably didn't need to be all demonified. You just needed to be
But it's funny.
out of range. So this guy won't see you either. Epentius, I'm assuming you're waiting.
I'm just going to keep waiting to see if they come near me. Otherwise, I'm just going to stay as quiet as a mouse.
So I'm blowing by the corner of this house, and yeah, I'm gonna say that there's like a non-warrior type who's like coming around the corner to see what's going on at the same time, and like just like football knock him out of the way without even seeing who the hell it was.
All right, give me a universe reaction roll. This will be...
Ooh, maybe not.
All right. So...
That'd have been an awesome roll for a
It was the chief.
No. It was... What's going to pull on the heartstrings the most? It was a little girl, probably 4 years old, just got kneed in the face.
Well, unfortunately for her, thanks to all of this mist and crap, and the sheer speed with which he's moving, he probably doesn't even notice it until later.
You'll hear, the sobs of a little girl.
Ah, she's a Pict.
Okay. So I don't see 1 or 2. I don't think I actually rolled for 3, but I think I'm just going to go ahead and keep moving.
You can make new rolls since they've moved position.
Okay. I'm not going to bother with the pen. Well, I'll do that.
Plus, that little girl learned a valuable lesson. Don't run around out there in the middle of this kind of stuff.
I almost see number 2. Okay, moving on.
Oh, by a 1, you might see a shadow of somebody.
Yeah. Right.
Okay.
Oh, right. You need to go down this way. So yeah, did the checks, failed miserably. And
Meanwhile, I've got mine zoomed in, so I have no idea what you guys are doing.
trying not to die, essentially.
Let's see. Make 2 turns of movement. So
Is that everybody?
Yeah, everyone. I'm going to advance the tracker twice.
Hey, I'll be at the platforms next round.
So has everyone done 2 turns of movement?
Done.
I think so. Token kind of just moved about oddly, so I'm not sure if I actually moved or not. But
Okay, so which one are these girls at?
1 sec. I will need to drop this encounter on the combat tracker, so you're probably going to get script errors.
No.
Oh dear. Lots of script errors.
That's the
Holy
army that's
crap,
encircling me.
Oh boy.
Attempt to index field summary targets.
Can you do me a favor and drop that error into the Discord, Anscurrent?
Let me see if I can select it. Yeah, it won't let me select it.
Yeah, I can't because I accidentally already hit clear.
not closed mind. I didn't clear it, but it's gone now.
All right, doesn't matter.
Take a screenshot of it, Daniel.
Okay, so
That
when
is
you
a
get,
lot of dudes.
they're not all right there.
Well, clearly, running ahead like this may have been an error. But Balder's confident he's got this.
All right, we'll start with Balder. So you see the 2 women. You see there is a dog that is laying down right there. As you're approaching, it sort of
Well, he's
sits
not
itself
exactly
up,
quiet.
and it is beginning to growl.
Grr, arg.
I was typing.
And woman 2 here is probably going to see Balder and scream.
Yeah.
Who's
That
a
is
good
an
dog?
unattractive dog. Right. You go away. Right, so I'm still running. I can't see anything. But I can see Materias in front of me, so I won't run into him.
It's not Materius, it's a
That's
monster.
appreciated.
Wow, you guys are so far behind me.
Well, you got a head start.
And I have been sprinting.
That's a good point. I have not. I will sprint.
Yeah, we're gonna find out that this whole sacrifice, it just needed blood as the trigger. And you know, we're gonna give them the blood that was needed. Sure, it might be them and their dogs and
And
all
it'll summon
that.
Dagon.
You'll show up and go, "Hey, how you doing?"
Here's some guys for you.
Okay, so this dog is going to charge and attempt to bite your arm. It'll be the arm closest to him, so
Shield arm.
probably actually I'll roll.
You said
a-
the arm closest to me. I'm
Well, he
leading with my
can't really bite a shield. How big's your shield?
It's I don't know. It's a medium shield.
So TB2.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
I'll do a D6 plus a D6 plus the DB on a 4 or above. It's going to be your other arm. All right, so it will go for your other arm.
It was the only one you could see anyway.
And this one is going to move.
It's funny. He's like this one, and I'm like, I have no idea where he's even talking about because I've got it zoomed in.
So Epentius again is going to simply wait.
And not breathe.
The women are tied and will see you. They will begin sort of shouting, help us, save us.
No, they're not. I'm a demon.
Actually, that's true.
They're gonna see me.
They're going to be
freak out.
screaming.
But I should have went ahead for the deceptive.
Well, it's just a dog.
The dog's going to retreat.
Smart enough to do that.
Not that it needed to.
Running.
And off I go.
Pity the appearance doesn't affect the dog.
Yeah, I suppose it wouldn't.
He's probably thinking he's uglier than you anyway.
You might be right.
Old running Zorak. What's going on? Why is it so quiet?
I'm moving stuff. All right, so the dog is going to again charge in, and it's going to do a flying tackle leap to again, bite you, and the arm is the most likely spot. Actually, no, a dog could go for legs. On an evens, it's going to be a leg. Oops, my bad.
Wow, he's stunned for 1 round.
All right, so he's going to charge your leg. One second, I'm just going to make sure that this is set up to center on the guy that's active.
Stupid dogs.
Auto center. That's what I want.
Yep. Clearly, you've never worked at a call center.
Right. So this Pict will be sort of charging towards the gate. Will encounter Materius. However, he cannot attack.
What about that fright check?
I will do the fright check.
Boogity.
Oh, that's bad. Success by 0 with a -3. He saw him and went, ah!
He's
What is
going to
that?
be stunned.
Exclamation point.
He's gonna
7
leave
turns.
the ears alone, though. I'm going to look at you and go, my God, what is that?
Exactly.
Mental stun.
Frightened stuff.
I think that's right. So that should count down.
Oh, you're setting up a effect for that.
Yep. He's going to be charging to the sound of the dog.
That'll be great. He's going to run up there and see me and go, nope. No, it's a dude. He's just going to go, no, I'm going to let the dog deal with this. I should zoom out to see what's going on with Epentius. Has he been attacked and murdered?
Not yet.
Not yet. It's coming.
It's coming. It's coming.
You never know. You could
Just
like
waiting.
put them all to sleep and then put them all down.
Screaming women.
At the dog. Totally needs to fail. I'm gonna kill the damn dog.
Seeing as he leapt at you before, he's not going to retreat this time.
Well, that's good. That's
Do
even
damage.
better.
Bart!
Ouch.
Yeah, I don't
And
think
so
there's
just
gonna
going to be
anything
center mass.
Yeah, that's just gonna be the torso. I gotta find my stupid tables.
There is a table for
Yeah. I don't think the chest is going to be any different, though.
Well, no, that's not what I was looking. I just wanted to look at the quadruped to see what they
Right.
do. Yep, it's just chest, abdomen. So chest.
cutting attacks. Don't do anything special anyway.
Yeah, I didn't think they did, other than the 1.5, unless it's to the neck, not to the torso. Still, that's gonna hurt a little bit.
No way. They have a lot of hit points.
Well. All right.
Not quite a death roll.
Do I see that
Good
guy?
Lord.
But it's
Nah, I don't see that guy.
stunned.
Keep running.
Materius. There's a guy who's quite panicked that you're there.
Yep, and yeah, I'm going to try to reassure him and give him some time to sleep and think about it.
Yeah, ease his passing, so to speak.
Yeah, precisely. Does mental stun, is that the one that prevents defenses from being taken?
No, but they're at -4.
Okay. That'll work then.
Well, you tried to fail that,
Tried to fail, but
you failed to fail.
indeed, I enjoy
So I
failing.
guess that's something.
So he will defend at -2.
But he's stunned, doesn't he? Doesn't that?
Yeah, but he telegraphed.
Damage.
Gotcha. Okay, I wasn't paying. The stupid tracker was a little
Oof.
scrolled up for me.
Oh, there you go.
Back to the Vettles.
That's gonna suck a lot.
I'm just going to kill him.
You're like,
I can dig it.
nah, you're toast, bro.
He's what was he? Stunned for 2 turns.
Mhm.
Well, he's permanently stunned.
So
He has
you
a
just
permanently stunned look on
deleted
his
him
face.
from the tracker.
Yeah, I just deleted.
Huh? Because when I was doing that, I think it was throwing errors, and I was in the process of just hiding the guys.
The
But I'm not
token
positive
is
that's
still
the
there,
case.
though.
He totally removed the wrong guy, didn't he?
I think you removed the wrong guy.
I did, in fact, remove the wrong guy.
Damn, that was a hell of a thrust, dude.
Mm-hmm.
You stabbed this guy so hard that his cousin died.
I take pride in that, and will tell stories about it for the rest of my life.
All right. This dog is going to crawl away.
Yeah, he might just pass out, crawl away and pass out.
Either way, he's out of the fight unless you wish to kill it. Well, you have bloodlust.
I ain't got, well, that's true, but it's against a dog. I don't know if he, well,
Yeah.
when it comes to me,
We are
I
in
will
a
make
time
the
crunch
check.
here.
I will make the check, and if he fails, he will pursue it and kill it. That is why I have the ability stuff there. Plus, Picked Warrior 2 might get up here by then and see me and run away.
Yeah, that guy's running toward you.
Which one? 2?
3?
Is he?
Wait, wasn't he?
You don't know. He's in the mists.
Well, technically, he is within range for me to actually see him. Not that I really care at the moment. I did think that was the one that was going toward him, though.
No, I was talking about the guy down here at the far bottom. But hey,
Oh.
3 could be coming
Oh.
toward me.
Yeah, I didn't see 2 down there.
Zoomed in.
Just scrolled up, where the rest of us are.
Did you make the roll? Bloodlust?
Oh well, when it comes to my turn, I'm gonna
Okay.
make the roll.
Which one are you?
Right here.
The source of the sound is towards the post, so that's the way he's going.
Well, not just there. It's also Materia stabbed a guy who just screamed and died.
True that. Evens, he's going for the post.
Bring them all on. I'm cool with it. So Picked Warrior 1 and Picked Warrior 3 hate each other, and they're going to take an opportunity of this mist to deal with their rivalry.
Now, what's going on with Epentius?
Okay, Epentius.
Damn it! I have the thing open, the Twitch, so I can see the map for so I don't have to scroll it around. And it's like every time it comes to Epentius, I keep wanting to scroll it in and go, man, that's just too zoomed out.
And one of the war dogs. It's weird. Sometimes it doesn't want to drag and drop.
Hmm.
On the price side, I got these posts down here so I can put my back to one of them.
True. Let's see. So you got 2 and 3 coming after you. The dog's done. We've just got number
Okay,
1 here.
So Epentius, they have stepped within your circle there.
Can I see if there's more than just the what I see on the map?
There appears to be just the ones you see on the map. A dog and two warriors.
Okay. What is Kudo doing?
Licking his testicles.
He's waiting for an instruction.
He was probably instructed to guard, so he's probably growling and stuff right now as these guys approach and going to attack whenever they look like they're going to make a hostile action.
So Epentius will simply say in broken, I'm not sure what I've got. I don't know that I have broken Pictish.
Say, sleep. Or something cool like vengeance.
Don't look, I'm taking a dump.
Yeah, I don't have any points in Pictish.
Oh, really? I thought you had this language.
Yeah, I thought I did too.
Front page.
Yeah, it's recording no points though. All right, let's take a look at that again.
It's 0 points because you had it for free.
Right.
So what level, I'm sorry, GM, what level do I have the Pictish at then? Is it broken?
Yeah, if you got it for free, it was broken.
Yeah.
So in Pictish, I will say, no, step no further, powerful shaman, servant of secret fire.
That sounds a little not broken.
He's attempting to communicate that, whether or not that's what he ends up saying.
No, closer.
Give me an IQ roll.
Shaman monkey.
I think broken's only -3.
All right, you will say that they are being very menacing and intimidating, but they're holding their position for now.
Okay.
Have you given Kudo any instructions to attack? At the moment, he's just growling.
I'm saying, stay, dog, just stay.
Yep, don't care about the dog. I killed it. It's gonna die. So picked warrior 3 and 2 are coming into visual.
Yes, you can make your perception rolls.
Do they make perception rolls as well?
They will have to, yes.
I don't know what are the penalties. It's like minus something.
-1
per
per
yard.
yard.
Nope. And nope. So I may hear them, but I'm not going to see them.
Correct. And the women are screaming hysterically.
Yeah, so I'm just gonna put my back to this post thing, so I can't get stabbed in the back. That was more than one step or one hex, so it was just a move. I don't want to burn more of my fatigue than I have to.
Still running, and I suspect I'm about to spot a incoming shadow. So we will go there. And he should be at a -3. I'm just going to roll the other thing. And that was exactly the wrong thing. No, I am not going to fully appreciate his presence.
Down he goes.
All right. The Pictish war dog who's there with the Picts is just snarling and growling. Probably, barking. It wants to attack. It's obviously not affected by what you said. So at present, but it's still just holding. This guy is probably going to run directly into Materius. I'll make a perception roll first.
It's a mysterious world. And then he sees him and goes, ah!
Boogity.
Okay, he's not frightened.
Not nearly frightened enough.
This guy is moving to the sound of the screaming women.
Oh my god, that's a big dude.
He will see the big monster.
Who's going to roar at him. Well, not really.
That will be a
Oh,
fail.
yeah.
And he's going to pee himself.
That's too bad.
Yeah, stunned on him.
Wee.
All right, this guy is running to the source of the sound. Screaming ladies. I'll go odds, he'll go left, evens, he'll go right. Perception roll.
Right there.
That is actually a fail.
So he has not seen Boulder.
That's odd, but okay.
Well,
That is
depends
-1.
No, it's fine. It's just,
it's not that he didn't see him, it's that it didn't register.
yeah, it's like, I figure, his first, he comes around there and he immediately looks at, I guess it's Treya, and he's like, okay, what's she screaming at?
At this point, can I use diplomacy or fast talk or just continue to default IQ or what have you?
What do you want them to do?
Go away.
I'm pretty much going to try to explain to them that they should leave immediately. My magic is powerful, or my medicine is powerful.
Probably fast
That's-
talk then.
I don't know if it's a fast talk. It's probably an intimidation.
Well, it could be that. Yeah. Yeah.
Specious intimidation.
Well, it's not really specious. I mean, he is a powerful shaman.
Last week begs to differ.
It was powerful, just wasn't appropriate.
So intimidation is will -5 or acting -3.
That's true. It makes sense that he wouldn't have it.
The thing is, they're not going to leave you alone. They may keep their distance, but they're not going to necessarily, just walk away.
I thought you were going to put him to sleep.
I might still.
He's waiting to see if he has to.
So I'm going to just try to tell them to leave, to go.
All right, well, give me a roll. Do you have cultural familiarity?
I do.
Yeah, that's going to be a tough role because you don't speak the language very well.
So what was
It's
it? -3? Was it for not knowing the language?
Yeah, 3 at broken. Maybe a size mod there too.
All right, so
And
-4.
and he's intimidating 2 guys.
And this is based off of my will or my
And they're
dog.
too.
IQ and will's the same. So
It would be your will.
And you didn't roll that great.
You're like, we can take this dude. He's little. Although, magic.
They're clearly not feeling it.
It's all the screams coming from the nearby. Well, no, he's 100 something away.
So the
I like to see
defender
that.
wins on a tie. So at this point, they're not attacking, but they're not leaving.
okay, then I will sit with the Mexican standoff
The Pictish standoff, damn it.
and tell Kudo to just stay.
Kudo should have impulsive.
Going for Picked Warrior 2. Who is stunned, so. So that's a successful hit, deceptive 1. That means you need to defend there, GM.
Yep.
You don't have to. I am perfectly fine with you not defending at all. In fact, I
You
prefer it.
probably won't defend, considering all the penalties.
All right, cool. -1. Good.
2 damage.
And you cut him in
Have
half.
a mediocre roll to the torso.
You almost cut him in half.
What is that? 16? 18? Well, no, they
Yeah.
probably have DR.
All right. That will just kill him.
Well, I
Off
suspect
you go.
Picked Warrior 3 now knows there's a hideous monster down there.
Irk. So I am running still, so but I have stopped sprinting. Damn it. Come on. Right there. And I am almost in range of actually being able to see anybody over there.
Yeah,
I am in range.
but at some super penalties.
Now you would have spotted that one that was right there. He was within reaching distance of you.
Who are you talking to?
Tyrius.
Yeah.
The one I just left behind? I thought he was the one I
Yeah.
stabbed.
Did you stab
Yeah,
him?
didn't he die?
I stabbed and killed someone, yeah.
That
I
was
thought
the
guy.
previous. That was the
Yeah, it was
previous.
the previous
Oh.
one.
That
Oh,
was the
there's
new
another
one.
new guy I need to stab. Oh. Well, my
Hold
bad.
on. Bitter-do-do-bitter-do-do-bitter-do-do.
Yeah, I'll go stab him then. Yeah.
Why don't you
From
just
Hell's
stab that
Heart and
guy?
all that.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna stab that guy. It's gonna be great. Well, not for him, but you know. This, a little bit of that, and some of this.
Have a pointed conversation about his abdomen.
Absolutely, yeah.
Okay, he's going to retreating defend.
And fail a fright check.
He's already succeeded his fright check.
Oh,
okay.
no. You're going to fall on your face, dude.
You have to
That
roll
is a
critical miss.
fail for my hit, right? Critical hit fail table.
Unless you have luck and you tell him, no, he wants to re-roll that.
Didn't you get combat level?
No, I do have luck. Never mind, redo that, please.
Twice.
And fail one.
There it is.
All right, do your damage.
Yeah, I think the bullet would have been enough.
All right.
Oof.
He didn't need that liver anyway.
All right, so he will be out of there.
Which makes it easier.
And that poor guy's going to turn around and go, ah!
All right, he'll do the fright check.
Yeah, buddy. That's a +6, isn't it? Because he failed by 3,
Mhm.
and I have an additional 3 from the IQ check.
That is true. Let me go to the table.
Because that could suck a lot.
So he rolled a 13. What was your bonus? Plus.
It's going to be +3 because he made the IQ check by 3. And then he failed by 3, so that's +6. So that's that 13, 16, 19.
He will faint.
Severe faint lasting for 2D minutes.
Wow.
Oh, man.
Oof.
He turned around, because was it Treya's there screaming? He turns around and is like, "What's that? Oh God!" Dump. And I suspect by now Baldur's probably half in the fires of combat has sort of halfway forgotten about the whole flesh mask thing.
Yeah.
Actually, his penalty shouldn't have been that bad because it's a combat situation.
That's true.
Oh yeah, that's true.
+5.
Damn it. So
Would only
that
been
would have
one
been
worse.
one. Yeah, it would have been a 14 result instead, which is not as amusing. What is a 14? A 14 is lose 1d fatigue points and take 1d seconds of stunning. Ow. That's a rough fatigue hit. Oh, stunned. Okay. Oh, you're not even messing with their fatigue because they're kind of sort of mooks.
Yep. So, he's stunned.
I like having stunned foes. Makes my day.
Epentius, this standoff doesn't seem to be changing.
Well, I will bully up and cast
Just say, warned you.
cast mass slumber. Use one of my incantations.
I'm going to laugh myself silly if you roll a 17 here.
Good God, don't do that again.
So let's go with what we did before. We'll presume that when I was in my workshop, I spent an hour to prepare this to give myself the bonus. Plus, we'll use a component all towards the bonus roll for attaching.
Okay.
3.
So the mass slumber no range. So I have this set up so that anyone up to 5 yards around me, excluding up to 6 allies, can be affected by this.
I'm glad you added excluding 6 allies because I was thinking it'd be really funny to do that. And the dog also goes, thump.
Okay, here we go.
And this is the attach roll.
Yes.
So we want 3 1s here, and then when you actually cast the spell, another 3 1s.
So this will be to attach it.
Drum roll.
Well, that's a pretty good roll.
All right. And then just roll your unmodified path skill.
That's correct.
3 1s. I demand it. That's not 3 1s.
So
Well,
now
it's 2 1s.
here's what happens.
They explode.
They need to make a health -5 roll. Sorry, yeah, health roll.
So yeah, every potential subject who's not willing uses the better of his health or will, plus bonuses from magic resistance. The spell must win to affect each subject.
Oh, it's just straight health.
Health or will. The better health or will.
It's not affected by your results. Oh wait, yeah, okay. It's just a contest.
It's a quick contest.
Well, looking
Wow.
good. That affects their dog too, right? Wow!
Ah.
Wow!
Because, of course.
So with the 2 picks going down, if that dog comes at me, I hope Kudo will do something.
That's interesting. If the dog was sort of waiting for a command, he may look at the downed picks like, hey, what are you doing?
No,
Actually, I
he
have
would
no
go
idea.
in defensive mode. He would move to protect them. So the dog is likely to attack.
Cool. The dogs are gonna fight it out.
So Kudo is, I assume, waiting.
Well,
Yeah, that's what I think. That's what I think he's been doing.
that took my basically my turn to say my word and gesture to cast the spell. So I can't really say anything to Kudo, I don't think.
So Kudo will be, continuing to wait as instructed.
Step attack. Nice.
Actually, I don't need to roll. Oh wait, no, I do, because he was just stunned.
Okay.
That becomes a.
I'm double checking something first. Because I may be pulling the same thing that Ethan just pulled.
Mm-hmm.
I have to look up something. Yes, I am pulling the same thing Ethan's pulling. You need to roll that again twice, buddy. I'm going to take that one. No, I'm going to take that one. So he failed by 8. Oh!
Ow.
Booyah!
He's just straight up dying from that.
I think you
How does it
bisected
look?
him.
There's a pillar that one of those pillars behind him. So Baldur's going to step up there and take the swing, and his axe is going to briefly embed itself inside the pillar as well.
Also,
Those things are wood,
cut
right?
the girl's rope.
Yes.
Yeah, so it's like boom, and the dude's going to look down, and he's half bisected, and think, "Oh no, I've been killed by a demon. That means my soul is going to go to, well, whatever the equivalent of hell is."
Damn it! Now there's nobody left. Oh well. I guess I am going to arrive on the scene and see this giant demon thing in front of me and realize, oh my god, you're even more ugly.
Just killed a Picked Warrior 3. I mean, more ugly. He's attractive normally. He's pretty.
You didn't leave anything for the rest of us. Never mind.
Right, so
we're in a hurry.
What are you
these
talking about? Materius has killed as many as I have in this. Oh yeah, I was wondering about that, about the girls.
all right, so that is the effect for Dua and Treya.
So the fantastically horrible demon steps up to the girls and says, "Hey, come on, let's go to the gate. Run
Hey,
toward the gate."
Come with me if you want to live.
He's gonna get up there and go, "Hey, how you doing?" No, I figure they're like, almost incoherent. So I'm just gonna like toss one over my shield shoulder, and carry her out. Let Ronnke do the same with the other one.
Okay, so the dog is going to attack. And it's going to more than likely attack the person. So we'll do this randomly. On a 1 or a 2, it attacks Kudo. On anything else, it'll be Epentius. Epentius, you are getting attacked by the dog.
Bring it on, puppy.
Well, Kudo was waiting, though.
I guess Kudo can have his weight.
Well, if I have the opportunity to tell Kudo to attack, or he will just naturally do it, I hope.
He will just naturally do it. You can drive Kudo.
Woof.
I don't think there's a way to share it. So you just move him and tell me what he does. I'll make the rolls.
He makes a critical hit and tears the other dog's throat out.
So Kudo will go for a attack on the war dog.
Throat or hamstring?
Oh, let's go for throat.
All right, so this is at -5.
Whoa.
That will be a hit.
Uh-huh.
The dog will attempt to dodge. And will succeed. So the attack continues.
Dogfight.
Well, no, because the dog did a move and attack on Epentius. And then Kudo intervened.
That's something that I never really, I don't think I ever found the answer to, is whether or not you can actually cancel what you were doing based on the results of an interruption like that.
Well,
I
think
would
he could-
say
I don't see why
probably
you couldn't.
I think he would continue because technically he's Kudos missed and he's lunging forward in his attack.
Right. But, well, you couldn't change your maneuver. You would still be doing a move and attack, but I don't see why you couldn't attack a different target, for example.
Would his dodge, if he was doing a move and attack, would his dodge not have been impacted? Oh no, yeah, he wasn't doing a
No.
move and attack. He was doing a step and attack.
No, the Kudo was doing a move and attack. A step and attack. The dog is doing a move and attack.
Then wouldn't his dodge be impacted by that?
No. He
It
just
just
can't
doesn't
retreat.
allow him to retreat.
Okay.
All right, so the dog is going to attempt to bite Epentius. This is likely to be a limb.
Seismod.
And Epentius is sitting.
Yeah.
All right,
Your
so it's
host,
probably
bro.
going to be an arm. It's most logical for it to sort of grab an arm, so it sort of bites the shoulder. That may be a fail. Size mod -1.
Right.
The dog's a size mod 0, so that's actually a failed bite.
Wow.
Why? Oh yeah, I guess it is because it's like going on the arm.
-1 for size,
Yeah, on the arm.
-2 for
Minus
the
2
arm.
For the arm. Yeah. He managed to yank his arm, away just in time.
This guy was out of there. These guys are asleep, so I'll just remove them. Epentius.
Alrighty. I will strike with my staff.
You're at a -3 because you're seated, I think.
Well,
What's Kudo
And
doing?
Kudo will again attempt the same attacks he did before.
nom.
All right, so that will succeed. The dog will attempt to dodge. Successfully doing so.
I'm going to move to Dua and free her with a stop screaming, damn it.
All right, so you guys will be occupied. You're not going to be attacked. So we'll just resolve Epentius.
Roger. Yeah, because the Pict village is terrified. They have demons about. And
Scare me
the
too.
smoke of a demon, or something. Hell
Can I
smoke.
take advantage of this sort of interlude on our end of things to move closer?
Yes, you can move yourself. It is most logical for the dog to attack what's attacking it, so it'll be attacking Kudo. And I assume it's probably going to attempt to bite the neck, because that's just what they do.
We're gonna feel really bad if his dog dies.
That's a hit.
That would be kind of funny. That dog's tough as hell, though.
Kudo will attempt to dodge.
Oh no!
Watches the GM plays against himself.
I know, right? And kills an NPC dog.
Ouch.
Did that even get through his DR?
Kudo doesn't have any DR.
Really?
What? Doesn't make any sense.
Yep. He's gonna die. It's gonna be sad.
No, he
But-
has DR2. You should add that to his combat tab.
Right. So, yeah. So 1 point gets through.
Cutting attacks are doubled. And I guess I should roll the neck.
Oh yeah, against. Yeah. I forgot they were going for the neck. It's like, what? Nix 9 on them pomfrets, buddy. Holy crap, that's something I hadn't thought about in a while.
Pomfrets?
No, just the whole stupid Nix 9 on the pomfrets.
All right, so the war dog will be latched around Kudo's neck.
So it is. It is going for a grapple there. Then.
Yeah.
So Epentius will, I'd like to, can I do a kneel and swing at this dog?
You can kneel but not swing.
All right, then I'm going to take this turn to stand up.
All right, so you'll get to a knee. Next turn you can stand up and attack, but this turn you just getting up. All right, so what's Kudo going to do?
Oh, Kudo's going to keep
He's
fighting.
Kudo's currently, grappled at the neck.
Well,
Kudo.
I guess if Kudo can ungrapple or resist the grapple or break free.
All right, so
Yeah, I
attempt to
don't
break
think he
free.
can do anything but break free at this point because his only weapon is his mouth.
So we'll break free.
He's got claws.
Wow, Kudo's strong.
Mm-hmm. Wow.
All right, so Kudo will break free.
Easily. Yeah, Kudo was like jacked. You should
Never mind.
hit the button. The thing that skips us for the time being until the fight's over.
Yeah, we'll do that. Okay, the war dog will again attempt to go for the throat.
But he's going to miss. He's going to roll an 18. Damn it. I tried. Well, I got an 8 in there. Damn, Kudo. Yeah, that's nice. Doesn't get through the arm or DR.
But he's still grappled. Epentius.
Okay, so I will complete my standing.
And you can also attack, but you can't move. That's all.
Yeah.
Smack it in
so
the head.
I will swing down on this dog, but I'm just going to attack it wherever my blow lands on the body.
Point of order. He is grappled. That means his defenses are going to be inhibited. So you can
No.
like telegraph.
No, he is the grappler in this case doesn't have any limitations except that he can't retreat without letting go.
Well,
However,
still not a bad idea.
I will do. I will do an. No, that's fine. I'll just do a regular attack against the body of the dog.
Here's a 3. 3. Well, there's a 3. There are other numbers too.
Well, you hit him. That's good.
Well, I hate to be that guy. There is a -5 darkness penalty.
Yes.
Well, it goes. Well, no, that doesn't go for them too.
So that's a miss unless you're doing anything special, but you won't.
No.
Kudo will attempt to break free.
Don't lie. You love being that guy.
I will not deny.
You're not that guy.
Oops.
You're not that guy.
Still not going to cut it. Still not going to cut it.
No.
Yeah, Kudo gets free from that, doesn't he?
Yeah, it's not
It
going
does.
to cut it for the other one.
Oh. That's what you meant. Gotcha.
Epentius. Oh no, the war dog will again go for Kudo. Same thing. This time it won't work.
Well, it depends on whether Kudo can
miss
actually
by
roll
1
a
hits the body,
DC.
actually.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
All good.
Holy cow. Kudo remembered how to dodge.
Pinchas will all-out attack on the dog,
Doing what?
swinging down on its backside.
Determined
But
or strong.
what all-out attack?
Determined is +4, strong is +2 to the damage.
Sorry, I got you. +4 to hit.
He wants to counter that darkness penalty.
You could also telegraph.
Start circling around, get behind the dog.
Take a step. Take a step towards the rear of the dog. And then do your attack. Not necessarily all out, but you can all out if you want. Because you can get the +4 from telegraphed. Or you could do both. Telegraph and all out.
He already said what he's doing.
Alright, make your roll. So is it -2? Doesn't matter. Do your damage.
Yeah.
That's a pretty solid thunk with a quarterstaff.
It's a major wound.
Cause the dog to go, yep!
But it shakes it off.
And hopefully Kudo will take its throat out next.
What's Kudo doing?
Oh, Kudo will continue to attack wherever and however Kudo can.
So go for the throat.
Sure.
That's going to be successful because they've got night vision, something or other.
All right, so
5,
this
I
is
think.
going to hurt.
He was at least 4 or 5. Oh, yeah, that's going to bloody hurt.
All right, so Kudo manages to latch onto the dog's neck,
Ow.
doing
Ow.
18 damages.
And that dog's not going to break free of that grapple.
Yeah, not likely.
Ooh.
Death roll.
Oh, wow.
Nice.
Health roll. So it shakes off the major wound. Actually, should roll the
Thanks.
neck. Someone did already.
Yeah, no extra, sadly.
All right, so the war dog will eventually succumb to its injuries.
Simply because he's getting jacked by a really big dog.
Well, the next thing that Kudo's probably going to do is break its neck.
He's going to lift it up and shake.
Okay, so Kudo will succeed by 8. All right, so it's over. The war dog will succumb, and Kudo will keep tearing the throat out of this war dog. Even after it's sort of dead, Kudo will drag it off and brutalize it.
Who's a good doggy?
And he gives you a big doggy grin that's not great because of all the blood and gore around his face.
Let me check to see if Kudo has any disadvantages, like berserk.
Or eats other dogs.
That would be a horrible idea.
I think it'd
That
be
would be
hysterical.
funny if it was berserk and started turning on Epentius. But no, it doesn't have anything like that.
Gosh.
We get out there and we find a bunch of dead bodies, including Epentius, and then Kudo just sitting there eating him. Like,
What?
Or just
who's a good doggy?
All right, so back to the rest of you.
Right, so
Free the
the
chicks
chicks are
and
not going to
start-
stop screaming.
Yeah, but they're also
We're just going to move
slow
on
us
anyway.
down.
So, yeah, Balder horses one over his shoulder. And I
That's
guess
gonna slow us way
Bernice can
down.
take the other one. Yeah, we will be a lot slower, but Materius
We're
can
getting
keep us
heavy.
covered.
Yep.
One sec while I clean up tracker.
Yeah, I think I'm in heavy. So I'm only moving at 3 right now with her over the shoulder.
Meanwhile, I'll be talking to the one over my shoulder like I'm not a demon.
All right, so how do you convince these women that you're here to save them? Because at the moment they're just seeing demons.
We're not. We're just going to pick them up and run with them.
May have to.
I mean, I'll
give
tell
them
her. I'll tell her we're sent by the fort. We're here to rescue you. But she's not going to listen because we're demons.
Oh, deprecated. I've never seen that before.
Aren't you a little demonic for being a stormtrooper?
Okay, so because
Sean
this
Connery's
is
slap.
because this is a movie.
They pass out.
Sure, they probably pass out. They
Oh
faint.
God, we're gonna die. Oh,
They'll fight and resist for a little while, but then they will faint. You will be heading out on your way out, and there is a clearing in the mist just long enough for you to see this guy.
Oh yeah, he's terrifying.
Oh,
Mhm.
great.
Well, hey, we accomplished his task. He's got lots of blood down there around the sacrifice area.
Why is Fantasy Grounds being stupid?
I don't know. What are you seeing?
When there's like windows overlapping, trying to resize windows and stuff is not playing the game.
Yeah, I think I vaguely recall seeing something like that. Right, Pictish shaman.
He will appear.
All right, time for him to make a fright check. Demons have come along and stolen his sacrifices.
He attempts to cast a banish on us.
That would be awesome.
He's not afraid of demons.
Then he's a moron.
We prefer to call it hubris.
So proper solution there is he starts wiggling his fingers and stuff like that, and Materius throws his spear and kills him. That would be kind of funny, actually.
So you're about to make your escape, so you can move yourselves however you want, carrying the women.
To where?
Out the front door, maybe?
Behind that line.
Oh, we didn't get very far.
Can't move the women.
Let me fix it.
It's because they're hostile.
So he will stand there looking at you. You can see that he's not fazed by the fact that you're all demonic and demonized. There is a warrior that stands next to him who is somewhat freaked out by staring down some demons.
Discreetly taking half steps backwards.
He won't be taking steps backwards, as because the shaman will reach over, grab the Pict by his mohawk, bend his head back, and then produce what looks to be a talon, sort of like a talon knife, and he will rake it across the neck of the Pict, and blood begins to flow from the open wound. He then grabs like a handful of the blood, and then
Could have done that.
splatters it down onto the ground in front of him.
Damn it, he's cutscening. Come on, get him.
All
I'm
right.
hitting the attack button, but nothing's happening.
The skip button is grayed out.
The frustrating thing is I keep getting to this point and having to reload.
Where the blood splattered onto the ground, you will see a black smoke arise, and it will coalesce into
A sexy
this.
dancing woman.
He wishes he knew that spell.
He keeps trying.
Every time it
Just
doesn't
keep
work.
summoning demons every time. It's annoying.
These appear.
So glad I'm in the forest with the dog.
Well, that's certainly unattractive looking. I think I may need to do it at one of them. Oh, hey, it's a ghoul. Monster. I'm here to slay your monster.
Okay.
6 can go away because he's dead.
All right. So you have a choice. This would be a good place to leave it, or we can play this out since we're actually over time.
Yeah, this is not going to go quickly.
Yeah, I think that it probably works best to do it next week, and then Kurgan can come up and shoot the shaman from behind because he came off AFK, and there still exists the possibility that Nosh may not be here next week.
Yeah, that's up in the air at the moment, but Nosh may very well be here.
So if he isn't, this would be, that'd probably be very appropriate for him to, not be present inside.
Nosh is taking the dog, finding canoe, and getting the hell out of here.
All right.
Yeah.
We
So,
shall.
yeah, my recommendation is, punt it for next week. Start with a fight as we kill the shaman.
To be continued. Well, the credits begin to roll.
Raw.
Well played. Well played.
All right. So everyone will get 2 points.
Shiny.
How's that for some lemonade?
Well, it was certainly something.
Does anyone have anything they want to bring up? Any bookkeeping before we wrap it up?
I don't have any. Nope.
Just happy I didn't make critical fail rolls.
I
There you
know,
go.
right?
Didn't
I didn't
crit fail
think we
the whole time.
I know, but
I
neither
don't
did we
think-
critically succeed.
There was some
I thought
critical
there was
successes rolled, no critical
But they were
fails.
by you. And
No,
we said no.
somebody got a crit earlier. It was
Wait. That's right. It was Balder.
it was no, Epentius did at least one crit on magic.
It was a marginal
I
crit.
thought. Yeah.
And I got a critical defense
You got
versus
2 of
Epentius.
those, I think, actually.
And
Maybe
you thought,
just one.
and you thought fondly of Carrie when you did that.
Indeed.
Good session.
Right, I got a margin crit early. No, that's Materius. And
So one thing
Well,
one thing is that if I try to attach a spell outside of my workshop, the roll is at -5. So when I rolled to do that attachment, I made it by 6. So it still would have succeeded.
I thought the circle, if I recall, the circle negates that penalty.
Only if I have Field Caster as one of the power ups.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah.
why
So
don't you have that?
we still have success. We just got to remember the next time to throw -5 on top of everything.
Cool.
How much is the field caster?
Probably pretty expensive because I know Ritual Adept
10
and RPM
points,
is
I
30.
think. It's either 10 or 15 points. But it is a power up, so I'm not sure if it should be allowed.
Yeah, it's a 10-point power up Field Caster.
Since we're playing
Right.
mostly realistic.
Well, I mean, is there anything in there that isn't?
Well, power-ups are cinematic.
Power-ups are just collections of advantages and stuff. There's nothing really special about them in that way. There's no reason you couldn't, for example, buy the components of that power-up separately. It just makes
all
it easier.
power-ups you can't start with power-ups. It actually says power-ups have to be
That's
earned after creation.
Yeah, that's the dungeon fantasy rule. That's fine, but like I said, if you could just buy the components of it, or you could just buy the power up, and who the hell cares? At which point it only matters what it actually contains.
I couldn't find anything about casting multiple spells. What I could find was whatever spells I cast can't stack up bonuses. So I
Yeah.
can't
he was
like,
thinking
give somebody
sorcery.
a strength
Sorcery
bonus.
actually specifies it.
Yeah.
You can't have more than
So
one.
yeah.
That's
So
not true. You can have more than one, but you have to pay the full price for your highest spell instead of the 1/5 cost. So if it's a very very high point power, then it's like yeah, forget that.
so I think I can cast illusions on you. I can cast fog. Just can't cast 2 spells that would give you both bonuses.
Right. Cool. All
All right. Well, we'll leave it there. So
Sure.
if you are watching this and have any questions, corrections, suggestions, or general hecklings, feel free to leave a comment here or find us on Discord. Thank you for watching. Olympus out.
I'm always